Very epic. Very epic.
Late epic.
Lay epic fucking chungus meme. How you boys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good.
Yeah?
I got some coffee this morning. I've been drawing.
Coffee? You've been drawing? You're practicing. Oh, you're practicing.
I am practicing. I was like, there's a character I want to draw. I'm like, but I haven't designed. I need to figure. I got like a bare concept, and I'm like, I can't come out here with someone as talented as Zach with a bare concept. You know what I mean? Like, I need more specifics.
Stay tuned. There's a special project coming soon to the Renzolian channel. Wait and find out. You'll see soon. You'll see soon.
You'll see soon, son.
You'll see soon. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you boys are doing good. I gave... Sorry, I'm looking over
You
here.
didn't even let Aiden say anything. You didn't even let Aiden say anything. You didn't even let Aiden say, you didn't even ask him. You're like, I know you boys are good, but Aiden hasn't said jack shit this entire time. You could have had the worst fucking day ever. You don't know.
He was good.
You don't fucking know.
He said he was good.
Aiden,
He said he was good.
tell me more specifics about your day, Aiden.
All right, well,
Putting him on blast.
this will be... Yeah.
Go on, Aiden.
You got
Explain.
yourself.
How are you doing today, buddy?
Come on, Aiden.
I got nothing for you. No.
I got nothing.
I told Thatch last night we officially signed off on the house.
Oh, nice. You're
So
moving.
it's official.
It's official.
Moving.
You're kicking the
Yeah.
curb to
So-
NJ.
Yeah, I'm kicking the curb to somewhere else, but not in general. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm moving the house I've lived in the longest of my entire life, which I know, Braden, you can relate to. And Thatch, too. So, I mean, both of you guys,
Thatch moves like every month.
you know. But 13 years I was in.
Dude, I haven't moved. I haven't stayed in very many places. I mean, I guess I don't know. I just went to college, bro. Like,
Yeah, but your
Like,
situation always changed. I feel like you.
I was at home.
Yeah.
I was at college, and now I have my own place.
But you had different rooms, though.
Yeah, but when you moved out, your mom's.
I've lived this place for a year, bro. I've been here for a year.
A year? Jesus.
Yeah. I just renewed my lease. Rent only went up $30. That's kind of nice.
He's like, what?
Yeah. It's been a year.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah, I remember. Because it was not long after he graduated. So
I think it was just keeping track of him. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm going home," and it's like, "Oh,
I've been many places.
Yeah.
But I haven't lived in many places.
Okay. That's fair.
You know.
That's
Yeah.
fair. You're a traveler.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You're a traveling man. You know.
been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm about a month from today is when we'll be technically 15th, but yeah, a month from today we'll be moving out.
Okay.
And out of state. So it's not like, because we're like, oh yeah, you're moving just down the street. I'm like, no, it's a couple states down.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be about 10 hours away drive wise from where I am, but it's like an hour half flight. So
Jeez.
it's been a fucking crazy week because I also graduated college.
Yeah.
So and then 2 days later,
Congratulations.
we're selling the house. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's been a lot of good stuff. I'm just ready to quit my job, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
I'm so done being there. Yeah, I was telling Thatch about that.
Do you have an idea what you're gonna do for work when you're over there, or you have no idea?
Probably.
I have a couple options. So the whole deal is like we're living on a golf course.
Yeah.
They did offer me to work there if I was interested, so I have to follow up with that. But doing anything immediately, I'm not sure. So it's right now just focused on us getting down there, and then I got some money saved and put aside. So
Nice.
You gotta pay for college more.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I finished paying off for that. So
Yeah, exactly. So you're all done with that. I mean, your monthly bills are not that much, so you're gonna be good.
Yeah,
Responsible young
paid off.
man. Jesus.
Trying, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna be selling. I got a fast track of like selling a lot of my figures.
Yeah, I mean,
like I
you're
was showing
moving
you
in a
guys.
month. Your room is looking pretty busy there.
I know it's pretty full. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Kind of
Yeah,
gotta get on that, man.
Yeah, no, like after the call tonight, I'm gonna be putting stuff up. So
Okay.
yeah,
Fair enough.
it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, man, but it's all good. It's all good. It's just I know next couple weeks we're just gonna get fucking nuts real quick.
Well, I wish it. So when are you quitting? Like relatively soon.
That I tried talking to my boss about it yesterday, but she didn't want to hear it.
Oh.
So
You're like, hey, I'm quitting. She's like, no, you're not.
yeah,
That's what they do.
Literally, it was She pulled up her car alarm mine when I pulled in yesterday. It was just like biggest fucking frowny face, like
What
I'm
a
like, and I've warned her for like the longest time. I'm like, I'm
yeah.
moving, So and
Yeah.
it's like as soon as the house sells, that's when everything's gonna
There you
go
go.
in a chain reaction. So,
She's just like, nope. We're
but
keeping
I'm
it.
gonna try finishing up. I have some sick time I'm gonna use. But pretty much, I'm gonna try to do as close as possible to our leave. So, yeah.
There you go.
From beyond there, it's who knows what the fuck's gonna happen.
Right.
But it's definitely the best news I've had in a long time.
That's good.
So, yeah, it's been a great week.
Happy to hear that, man. Oh, I bet. You got that. You got Punisher. You got some good shit.
Yeah, dude, it's been, dude. Oh, I got some other stuff to show you guys that it's
Aiden's
been
like,
it's
I
been
have
great.
12 girlhrgirlfriends now.
Yeah, no.
He opens up
Tales
the
from the Crypt.
bathroom. Oh yeah.
Tales from the Crypt is finally on streaming. And you guys know how much I love that show. It's never been on streaming before
Really?
because it had numerous fucking copyright issues and legal issues for years.
Oh.
So now I don't have to look them up on YouTube or buy the fucking DVD set.
Yeah.
Like 7 seasons worth. So they've been dropping a season like every Friday. So like season 3 just dropped today.
What's it on?
Hell yeah.
Go with like Prime Video or Shudder actually.
Oh, Shudder. Gotcha.
Yeah, and yeah, I've been
That's cool.
Oh, dude, I've been fucking loving watching that. Yeah, it's
Geeking out.
so great.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah.
Good
Dude,
shit,
it's been
man.
awesome.
Good
Yeah.
shit. Happy to hear.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep.
Congratulations, Aiden.
Thank you.
You're finding what I've found in life is that nothing happens for a long time, and then everything happens at once. That's been my experience.
Yeah.
It's never evenly spaced like a TV show or a movie. It's always like all at once or nothing at all. So
exactly. Yeah, it's all or nothing. Yeah, I've noticed that's been a pattern. Yeah, for better or for worse, but
yeah.
I'll take a big bite.
Take a big bite. Big chunk.
Yeah, I'll take a big bite. Yeah.
This isn't the funniest stuff, but it's okay. It's just like real life stuff. Like, oh yeah,
Things that are private, like yes, it has to be fucking funny. Yes.
No.
I don't have any cool stories to tell though.
You've got no cool stories. Do I
I
have
got
any
no
cool
cool stories.
I got a haircut.
Yeah, do you have any?
Not really.
I see that.
It's not a cool
Yeah, no,
story. It's just.
That's an event. That's an everyday, very normal thing.
It's a big event. It's a cosmic event.
At least I'm just glad you didn't shave your fucking head.
They announced it at D23 actually. It was a big deal.
I just get my haircut for my mom. I know that sounds weird, but like it's free.
You revealed your haircut at D23?
Yeah. My dad's always like, go get a goddamn haircut, and I'm like, you know what? This is free though. Like, why would I pay money when I could just have my mother do it for free? You know what I mean? I don't know.
If your mom doesn't fuck it
Look,
up,
if I wanted like a top A, grade A, like professional haircut, sure, I would go do it. But I don't care.
You wanted the Bernthal fade, you know what I mean?
Oh, I want the Bernthal like broccoli E cut is what I want. I want that like top up hair. He's got the.
He got his haircut at like an influencer person or something. So there's just this random fucking video of this guy who just does haircuts, just recording Bernthal's like haircut. He's just sitting there like in the food.
When you track Bernthal's hair over the years, it's very interesting. The dude is just like shaving and cutting it, letting it grow all the time. Like he's just like he does whatever he needs to at this point. He's just like, yep, that's the way my hair will look. And Bernthal has the busiest year ever. He's been in 1 million things this year, apparently.
He's gonna be in more things. He's got fucking Brand New Day and Odyssey coming up.
Yeah.
Is the last season of The Bear coming out this year? I think it might be coming out this year.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I got like 2 episodes into it. It's just too much. I didn't. It's just like.
Too much.
It's just people yelling at each other and like it's
too stressful for him.
Yeah, and then I tried watching Punisher. I'm like, this is too boring. I was like, there's no in between. There's no I tried.
You have to do, Brady, is watch the special. I feel like you don't even need to watch.
We'll talk about it, but yeah, no.
That's what I was.
If you watched it and thought it was boring, that's exactly why I told you I don't want another show. It's because of that.
Yeah, I
No,
was
and
like,
yeah,
well, I was like, oh god, the Netflix stuff is always so long too. It's like, how are you gonna justify doing a
yeah.
whole show about
Yeah, and
two
then you gotta deal with
seasons?
fucking 8 hours of Madani's useless fucking ass. I hate that. Oh my, worst fucking character in the
Is she?
MCU.
Yeah.
Jesus
Is
fucking
she like
Christ.
the?
I can't
Is
wait to get
that
into
the
that because I
girl?
was telling
Yeah,
Thatch
that's the girl. Yeah.
Oh,
what
gotcha.
complaining about.
Yeah, no, I was like, it started, and I was like, you know what? It's not. The first episode's pretty good. It's a lot of build up, but it was pretty good. And
Yeah,
then I'm just
yeah.
like, how
I
do
mean,
you?
I liked a good portion of season one. Everything with Frank and Micro
Oh, yeah,
is like
The
Micro's
last
good.
the last like 4 episodes are great. Like that stretch is
yes,
great.
yeah, yeah.
I like when they start playing
Yeah,
scary like
I
death metal.
I kind of like Billy for the most part, but I think they kind of destroyed the whole. No, they did destroy the whole character through season two. So
I don't know. I'm glad.
you're just
I'm glad the
yeah.
special wasn't. Well, again, we'll get into that, but I'm glad it wasn't so dependent on the old shit. I would have been lost. I was like
No,
prepared to
no.
be confused. That's why I started watching it. I was like, oh, maybe I should get a bit of history, but because no, obviously nobody can be like, oh,
Punisher,
Hmm.
Punisher as a character doesn't need that complex lore and whole character cast. Like I think
doesn't
not
need
complex
2
lore, but
seasons.
just like yeah, like Daredevil is a character that warrants that. Punisher does not.
Daredevil's basically entire run of comics is amazing. So
Yes,
But
yeah,
you
he
don't
really does.
need
His
a
portfolio is pretty fucking,
you don't need a
pretty
13
great.
episode show with an hour each episode to do Punish. Like it's like, come on,
No,
come on.
I think it should have been like an 8 episode, sort of
Like
series, like what they
Defenders
did
if you
with
have
Defenders.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought Defenders was too long personally, but even then
yeah,
it's like that's like the
yeah,
bare minimum of what they could do, I guess. I don't
yeah.
know. It's goofy Punisher. Goofy Punisher.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
will.
into it.
We will. I guess I got nothing funny to say, so I guess let's just jump. Just jump.
Well, that was
This is
funny.
gonna be this is gonna be a terrible. Like I am not as well seasoned in this as Ty is, so I'm gonna be a terrible host today.
I need to stop drawing.
Salutations Posers. Yeah.
Did you say you need to stop drawing cocks? What
I
did
need
you
to
say?
stop. I need to stop drawing and lock the fuck in. I'm way too distracted right now.
Drawing a nice girthy.
Dude, I find it when you start drawing, it's like I can't simply just fucking stop. Like I gotta
It's
like,
hard.
finish the whole.
That's another reason why my
Yeah.
setup's a little weird. By the way, I have my drawing tablet like right here, and
Yeah, I
it's
know.
like,
So you don't have it like right in front of you.
yeah, I can't have everything here, so everything's kind of off to the side. And also, I'm looking this way. It's because I'm looking myself on the screen. My camera's right here, so I don't like looking at the camera. I like looking at the screen to know what the hell I'm doing, so I don't look like an idiot. Anyways,
Yeah.
play that stupid intro, please, and thank you. Okay, what the hell does Ty say? Shit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the All Things Geek podcast. I'm your host, Brayden, joined by the guy whose name starts with an A,
Aiden.
joined by the guy whose name starts with a T.
The game.
There you go. I did it. Schooled you.
Aiden, you're on this more than both of us. How the fuck are you not know?
I just nailed that. I just fucking mocked you like crazy, bro.
You did forget Salutations Posers, actually, so you fucked up pretty horribly.
I started it all, and Hatch carried it over. So
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
Braden.
You want to go again, Brayden? You want to go again?
No, I think you got it.
I'm-
Hi, Brayden. I was Zolia. That is Thatchback, aka Thatch, and that is Aiden, aka Aiden. There you go. Welcome to episode fucking 267 or whatever bullshit this is.
Say that again.
Say that again. You got any pickups, boys?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got jack shit.
We've probably addressed the elephant in the room. Ty is dead. He died in, where is he? San Francisco or Los Angeles? Where did he go?
Where he is currently, or
Yeah,
where
where
he's
is he
going?
He's in
right
San
now?
Francisco
He's
right
in
now.
San
He's right
Fran.
now in San
Okay.
Francisco.
His body lies in a shallow grave in San Fran.
Yeah, which can confirm San Francisco is a shithole.
I've
so.
heard you guys were saying
I'm
earlier
not
San
gonna-
Fran is.
I'm not- Oh, we're gonna shit all over San Francisco on the pod.
Let's do it. Why, let's do it. Why not? Right?
San Francisco. San Francisco.
You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
It's the Venom City. That's all I know
Rise,
it for.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes takes place there, I believe.
Yeah.
believe-
Yes. Yeah, 'cause they're on
Ant-Man.
the-
Ant-Man.
Some shit like that would happen in San Francisco, man. There'd be some fucking tech fucking idiot fresh out of college who'd give an ape hyper intelligence. Like that would totally happen.
I
Just
guess-
for the sake of it.
It's based on real events, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah.
It will be in a few years. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, you guys got stuff? How many stuff you get?
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Oh, you did.
I got this Starbucks coffee. Is that interesting? You want me to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it up. Come on, let's talk about it. Come on.
All right. It's a caramel macchiato, right? I was there. The gentleman complimented my sweatshirt when I got there, and he wrote thanks. It's because I gave him a tip. So there you go.
should have pulled out your flintlock and just like went to town on him.
Why would I have done that?
What the fuck?
Don't pretend like you
Why would
wouldn't
I
do
do-
that. Don't pretend like
Why would I
you're
kill
better
this
than
innocent
that.
man?
Don't pretend
Why would
like
I
you're
kill
a
this-
moral person.
I'm not fucking Doug Castle, bro.
Don't pretend
alright?
like your evil ambitions wouldn't take over within that single instant. I wish that's how
His
he.
podcast
I wish that's how he
already
wear.
so
I really wish that's how he wore his costume. He just wore it over his face like that. He went. It's good. Aiden, how much shit you buy?
All right, so I got some goodies.
You got some goodies?
Most of the stuff I don't think I've shown. No, I haven't shown.
You haven't been
guys.
on in like 6
First
weeks.
of all, I got this.
What?
You're gonna shit green. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna shit green. Okay.
That's
I'm
gross.
hoping
Are
I
they
do.
green?
You're
Are they
gonna
actually
shit
green?
No.
Oh, well then you're not gonna shit green.
No, they are. They're like bluish turquoise on the cream.
Bro,
Dude,
show us the
mine
cream.
are like
Show us the cream.
black.
It's black?
Mine are like black, dude.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That's not right.
That doesn't make.
I mean, I ate one. I'm all right. So, but I will
Here
report back
comes the
if I
black
shit
goo.
green. So.
Here comes the black goo.
Yeah.
It's
And
coming
if you
in
shit
hot.
red, go to the hospital. Okay.
If you
Yeah, I
shit
will.
yellow,
I will.
that's
I'll
a
send a
different
photo
problem.
of me. I'll send a photo of me in like the emergency room or ICU unit. So,
It's like a thumbs
no,
up.
I actually got. I'll start off with this. I got this in the mail. Wednesday. Yeah,
I know what it
Wednesday. It
is.
was right as I was watch the Punisher special.
Oh,
Punisher
no,
Max Volume 6, Barracuda. This is a book I fucking wanted for so long. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite Punisher stories against one of his top foes, Barracuda, which I hope they adapt in a future movie or special with John Berthel's Punisher.
They got some
But
sharks in
super
there.
fucking excited to read it. Yeah, look, it's Braden on
That's
the
not
fucking
me.
call.
That's not me. That's
Yeah,
not
I'm
me.
pissed.
That's not me.
Yeah.
I can confirm, not me.
That's what I see when Brandon has his camera slightly at a different angle than usual. So yeah, it is. It's that. That's great. That's great. But I'm finishing up Welcome Back, Frank, and then I'm gonna jump right into
How is
this. So I've got a lot of Punisher goodness in my way,
Okay.
and then also this week I got. This is a figure we talked about in the pod already, and it just came. It came early. Actually, came a couple days early. I got the McFarlane Hellboy. I'm like, holy shit! Definitely a great contender for being one of my favorite figs of the year. This guy is fucking perfect.
I'm so jealous.
Any Thatch, you gotta get this for Viv because
I know.
she would love it. It's basically everything you want in a Hellboy figure. Articulation, standard, pretty straightforward, but the details is like he left out of the comic. So I like the jacket. It doesn't have any like not what I say welded wire, but wiring, anything like that. So it is just loose throughout. But you can take it off easily and it's fun. He has a couple different accessories. This is the one time I'm actually cool with keeping the disc stand, so it has the Hellboy logo, which is cool.
Put a PNG.
He comes with several different. He's got a fist for the Hand of Doom, and he's got. I just wrapped it around my charger cord, but he's got like a grip hand for the Hand of Doom that you can pop in and out. Several different hands: fisted hand, open hand, and then one of. This is probably my favorite. I added a little ash at the end of it with the black dot. That is for him for smoking. But yeah, he is fucking awesome. Not like crazy, like you're not gonna do crazy poses with him, but The tail, I wish was a bendy wire, but it's not. It's just like kind of wrapped behind that right leg. But he is excellent. I'm so happy to own like a real definitive Hellboy figure. Ty and I were working on a custom a long time ago, um, but I don't even know if we want to continue to pursue that. I might just for the hell of it, literally. But yeah, this guy, absolute highlight. Absolutely love. And then this thing I'm just throwing in here because it was a gift I got for graduating from my buddy. His mom, I'm really like good friends with. She knits a lot of cool shit and stuff, and she made this for me for graduating.
Aw.
Dude, that's awesome.
Knitted Spider-Man.
That's
This is
goated.
actually the top for a cake, but so you can take off it. But this is fucking awesome. I love this
Dude.
thing so much. It reminds me of the plush doll that you see in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think there's one movie it looks just like that. But yeah, she killed it, man. She
That's
had like
awesome.
just the details. It's like
Where's
insane.
the spider logo? Ugh.
Brandon, you want to knit a spider logo right now? You want to do that right now? If it's that easy,
do it.
you fucking bastard.
Let's do
You
it.
fucking bastard.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
All right, do it. Show it. Show
Let's
it. Do
some
it.
knitting.
do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, I fucking love that
Welcome
thing.
to
It's
the
awesome.
Knit podcast. We're gonna knit together. We call it the Nitwits. That's definitely been done before.
Wait, it's definitely taken.
That's definitely taken,
already.
but if not, that is probably the greatest name for a knitting podcast.
You guys, do we want to seek legal action for the Nitwits against two like elderly women in their
It's like
knitting
some
podcast?
Poor old woman. Are we gonna strike them down? Oh, we are the Nitwits. That's so good. Jesus Christ.
Fucking bitch. Yeah.
I got a lot of shit. We'll go. It's mostly books, so I'll run through it. But first, this was my post birthday. Like I didn't get enough. I didn't spend enough money, so I wanted to get more.
Post birthday nut.
My post birthday nut, exactly. First of all, a figure that's been on my wish list for a long time. AMK Optimus Prime.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's
I
pretty
thought
cool.
you had him already.
No, I have the Pro Starscream. That's all I have. I never got.
Okay.
This is the
Yeah,
this is the
same way I did.
AMK one. Yeah. I might just be my figure, but I don't really like. He's got like no ankle movement at all. It kind of makes him kind of annoying to pose, in my opinion.
Really?
But I don't know if yours has the same. Maybe I'm just as stupid, but which I am.
I don't think so.
Like I just can't seem to get his ankles to do very much. But he's pretty good. He looks great. I like him, and like some of his legs are a little loosey goosey too. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know. My experience with YOLO Park hasn't been as good as I was hoping it would be. So I haven't loved it as much as everyone else did. All right, book time. Let's run through the books. I got a lot. Of course I did. Let's start off with the stuff that I got with that Optimus. So. Sorry, I'm reorganizing this in a decent way. Spider-Man, blue.
Oh, fucking finally.
Finally.
Christ.
Yeah.
Loman sale.
I keep wanting to call it yellow, but it's not yellow. It's just the fucking cover's yellow. That completes the Jeff Loeb Tim Sale collection. I have all of them now, I think, for Marvel. There's only 4, I believe.
Do you have Captain America and?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have Captain America?
Captain America,
Okay.
Hulk,
Okay.
and Daredevil. Yeah, I have all of them.
How
Then,
did you get the Cap one?
a while ago. Hot minute ago. Then I finally picked up, because I had been meaning to it, because I read volume 1, I picked up the complete Paper Girls. All of it. It's a thick, chunky book, dude. Thick book.
Damn.
I loved
Damn.
the first volume that I read. I thought it was great. So once I saw that you could get it in complete format, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to read that probably next time.
Was that
Hell
the
yeah.
one you were being recommended me to read?
It's super weird. I think you'd like it. It's like, but it's really
Oh, I'm curious
specific.
about that.
It's got a really specific vibe, and like the characters talk in this really like, it's something I feel like you'd be like, yeah, I read this book a few years ago, and it's called like, I don't think you'd love it, but I think you'd appreciate it in a lot of ways.
Okay.
Um,
No, I'll look into it.
And then, so after I ordered that, then we went out and I went to 2 chapters. And of course, I couldn't help myself. Every time I see books, I go crazy and my mind shuts down. Batman, Dark Victory, sequel.
Yeah.
There's some Batman stuff coming, the Batman 2 stuff coming out. And I'm like, okay, they might be doing a soft adaptation of so that makes me kind of happy. Moon Knight by is his name Jeff Lemire? Yeah, Jeff Lemire.
Yeah,
This is like,
dude.
I think this is most of the
Best
inspiration for
movie
the
story
show,
I've ever read.
right? I want to say
Yeah.
this is the inspiration for the show. Yeah. I got
Quite a bit of it.
gorgeous
Quite a bit,
art.
yeah.
Gorgeous looking shit.
Yeah, a good portion.
Yeah. Very.
But
Yeah, I
the
know.
show
It's
kind of
obvious.
like
It's obvious.
the show kind of does its own thing.
Of course,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but-
just
yeah.
mean
Well, a lot
when I
of,
say inspiration, I'm taking like they take the idea and they're like, well, we're gonna do our own thing, basically.
Yeah, well, and visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, visually, yeah,
Looks
they're very. Yeah, the show's very like they kind of infuse Egyptian mythology way more into it. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm
But
okay.
it's like core Moon Knight story. I feel like you get a full grasp of the character and his history reading that.
This was such a random grab. I saw the name. I recognized the name Lemire, and I'm like, oh, okay, Moon Knight, cool. I looked at the back. I'm like, yep, that's cool. I grabbed it.
Greg Smallwood, his art is fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It is just
And then last but not least, we have the Grand Design X-Men trilogy. This is basically what it is it's a retelling of like the Chris Claremont era. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a retelling of like most of the X-Men history, but it's done in this very like retroistic style. That's probably not a word. Style. Really dope. Really cool. It's basically a summary. It's basically like, hey, if you don't want to read all this shit, you can check this out instead. But yeah, it looks really dope. I'm really excited to get into it. I've been wanting the trilogy. I couldn't find it because they only had like the second one. I was like, please give me the first one, but I'm glad I found it. And I looked for minifigures. They didn't have fucking Tahu or the Ninjago Man, so you know, I got owned.
Sorry, brother.
It's okay. There was like 5 of them there, and I figured they would be gone already. But quickly, I just want to follow up with the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man figures because there were more pictures of them. Not much else to say. I mean, they're SH Figure Arts. We talked about them before. Spidey looks all right, not too bad. Hulk looks like a Chungus man. You know, not much.
Spidey does not look all right. He looks terrible. I'm sorry.
Terrible?
This is terrible. I don't like this. What's wrong with his fucking eyes? He's got fucking bug eyes. They're going in fucking separate directions.
I wonder. It's like he's Spider-Man or something.
No, but Spider-Man's eyes don't fucking. He doesn't have the goggles on. He doesn't have goggles that push out of his head with the. That's not how they're done. They're in the white's supposed to be. This is terrible. I'm sorry. I hate it.
You know what this is? This is the trade-off for getting a figure out before the movie comes, or like putting out.
Yeah.
Like this is the trade-off.
Yep.
If you were to wait and put.
Well, I just think it's a half-ass release to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, the webs are obviously a problem, right? We talked about that last time, and then that's making the lenses fucked because now they're the highest thing on the head.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they just they fucked this. I think
That's fair.
don't know.
That's understandable. I mean, if you're a sucker, if you just want a quick version of it, that's not the Marvel Legends. I guess there you go. But it's not the most accurate thing in the world. Yeah, it looks weird.
And then I don't know if Hulk is fine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a Chungus Hulk. You know, it's.
Sorry, I had to let the devil out for a second. I'm sick and tired of seeing this fucking Spider-Man because he pisses me off every time I see him.
What's wrong
But
with
anyway,
Spider-Man?
sorry.
It
I just told you everything wrong with him.
No, I
looks
thought.
like the
It's-
it looks like the comics Mayfex, just with the fucking other head. I don't know, but the legs look so.
Also, the web lines on the nose are fucked. He's got like the center of them.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I've always been this makes me realize like how. This always makes me realize how hard it is to draw Spider-Man. I know some artists are like, it's so easy, but like I could never draw Spider-Man that easily. The web lines
No,
are
it's
fucking
not.
up. His face specifically, it's so hard to get right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's way more specific than you think because it does need to like wrap around the head in a way.
And you gotta put like a circle in the middle, and you got like it's really
and it's got to transition. It's got to transition into the neck in like a logical way.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
People are like so good at drawing Spider-Man, but I have no idea how the hell. I've never understood how to do it. That's why it's totally why when you look at Ultimate Spider-Man back in the day, there's some panels where they just don't draw his web lines. They're just like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, when you have them so like up close, but like look at the '60s show.
Yeah.
That animation was already like they're on a budget anyway, making that, but like half his fucking
Yeah.
body is no web lines at
It's
all.
fair. Dude, it's hard. It's not easy.
Every time I'm noticing more and more wrong with him. Look at his hands and the gap between the web lines.
Look at his
see the
hands.
gap between- Yeah,
No, look, he's got a giant fucking gap on his knuckles. He has that on the suit, but it's not nearly that large.
yeah, it's not that large.
You look at his
Oh, I
hand
see.
on him like swinging right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Like the big clear.
He's
He's not a fan.
Why is
man.
that? Why is that a thing? That's very odd.
There's a gap, but it's not like in the middle of the palm. It's just the knuckles.
No, I know. Why is it look like that though? That's so weird.
On this guy, because they fucking suck.
Just in general. Why is that a thing?
Because you can't put a center line through the fingers. They don't normally do that. It looks weird. They usually just do the coils. So like technically the web lines on the fingers are separate from the web lines on the body.
Okay.
So there kind of needs to be a little gap or some transition there. There's a couple different ways to do it.
All right. Fair enough. Who's fucking vacuuming?
But yeah.
Who's-
That is my girlfriend making coffee for
Fair
me.
enough.
So
I was like, who started the goddamn vacuum around here? Okay.
anyways,
what is that?
sorry, just shat all over your hopes and dreams brain.
No,
My
I don't.
bad.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
care. I'm not buying these. Let's talk. This list is not very well organized. I apologize for that too. I need to work on my work. If you guys have any suggestions to like move stuff to different places, you can.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
No, we're good.
As long as Punisher's last, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
I did debate moving it ahead. I was like, well, maybe.
I would have loved it.
No, for the love of God, you don't want to leave us talking about fuck ass boys, please.
Oh God,
we'll
no.
get to this. Let's talk about Frank.
I
Let's talk about Frank.
didn't watch it.
Frank and his. Let's talk about Chud Frank here. No, it's you know what? Not Chud. He's a Chad. He's a Chad Frank. He's just a different. He's a different Frank.
Chad.
He's a different Frank than we might have expected. You know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You know what? Let me grab my example real quick.
Hey, go grab your example, bro.
Well, I got a couple different opinions on this guy. I mean, first of all, I think the figure, like in a vacuum, aside from the beard and the hair, which looks so weird because they're two different colors, like if you just cover that head up, I think in a vacuum, just as a figure, it's like pretty cool. It's fine. But this is so bizarre because Frank Castle and John Bernthal in the MCU have never dressed like this in any project ever. So this is just like a made up Frank Castle, like this made up Punisher design. Like this doesn't exist in any, canon media or any non-canon media either. And that's the weirdest part. Like,
I looked at this figure and it's the torso is only borrowing from what he's gonna have for the vest in Brand New Day.
Yeah, the middle torso, the actual vest design looks very similar to the Brand New Day one. Yeah,
He doesn't even have short sleeves in the special.
Nope.
Pants are completely different. I literally thought of this is the motorcycle Punisher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, they just took the fucking comic version and they're like, all right, we're gonna mix it with Donnie B.
It kind of looks like Rivals Punisher too.
Yeah.
Because he's got the short sleeves. I see why you're thinking that.
Yeah, but that torso is like an all new mold. So I'm like, what the fuck is?
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, and the arms are new. Like, why would you tool? Why would you tool these new arms that are not in any Punisher MCU media at all? Like, it's confusing.
Yeah,
and then his legs are from Hawkeye. I know that. He's got Hawkeye's legs.
Okay, I've seen the legs before, and I hate how fucking skin tight they are on him. It's not look right.
Well, John Bernthal Punisher has worn skin tight pants in the Punisher season 2. Like, it's happened, Yeah. He goes to that town and he's walking. He's got like these tight, skinny jeans on. But again, not in this suit. Not recently either. He's exclusively had like the cargo pants in pretty much every single appearance thus far.
He literally wears these exact pants with the boots in that fucking special with the knee pads.
If we're being objective right now, and we're like weighing the mathematically like these two things, technically that Punisher is more accurate to the special than this Punisher. Which is crazy.
Basically, if you gave him the different torso, he has the same undershirt.
Same undershirt.
On his shirt in the special.
Yep.
Same
the vest also in the special looks more, I mean, not the skull, but the vest looks more like that vest in the special than in Spider-Man. This looks like the Spider-Man vest.
Yeah.
Would you have?
I think what I'm going to do, I didn't pre-order it yet.
Me neither.
I know it's sold out. Since
Me neither.
I'm gonna get it eventually. I'm just not that excited about it. I like the accessories and like the new shotgun's nice, but like I'm gonna get another one of this Frank and kit bash torso and put the arms and legs
Yeah.
and then the hands with the gloves onto this and try to make somewhat of a more accurate version from that. So 'cause
Um.
that's yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me set a photo of him in One Last Kill, just so that we
Yeah.
can have a frame of
Yeah.
reference here.
Yeah, it
So then
sounds like-
I think a lot of people see the beard and go, "Oh, he's got the beard. That's what he looks like on One Last Kill." But the whole outfit is.
I know it sounds ridiculous the way we're talking about it, but it's like it.
No,
Well,
this is inaccurate. This is 100% inaccurate.
Well,
It's
this
not
is
even
the
close.
problem is that you're right. This sounds like, but this is a character of all the MCU heroes who has had probably the most consistent outfit thus far. I mean, Frank Castle's vest and skull have been extremely consistent. The only differences we've really had
9 years. Yeah.
the only differences we've really had that are meaningful until One Last Kill is whatever he wears under the vest changes. Like sometimes he's got, the skinny jeans, sometimes he doesn't. And then sometimes he has the trench coat like once in Daredevil, So, and I think he might have it at the beginning of the first season of Punisher in like a montage. But like this has been a very consistent character design, So when you come out here and you there's really not a lot of options for changing this thing up. Like it's the way it looks in Spider-Man, or it's the One Last Kill. When you come out here with this completely fictional made up design, you're like, where the fuck did you get this?
Yeah.
This isn't like Iron Man just had 500 suits of armor and maybe he showed up in like a ride or something and you took this is just some random ass I think I figured out what happened, though. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on here. If you remember, our initial leaks for the Brand New Day Spider-Man figures included a Brand New Day Punisher, right? Then they revealed the Brand New Day Spider-Man and Hulk, and there was no Punisher. And I guess he's coming later. I think what happened was they based this on Brand New Day concept art, and then the design changed in Brand New Day, but they already had this tooled, and so they panicked and they threw on the bearded head to resemble the special, and then they just released it around the time of the special to kind of maybe gaslight you into thinking it's from the special. But I think this was supposed to be a Brand New Day Punisher. That would be my guess. And this is and if you look at the packaging, it actually does not say the Punisher One Last Kill or Spider-Man. No. It just says the Punisher.
Branded.
So they know. They know.
I don't even.
Yeah, I wish they put that logo.
Oh,
the logo on the box.
The logo looked a little different, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the look of the.
No, I mean the whole title of the special too. I wish they did that.
Well, there's a look from there's a poster that he wears a look at that it's not even in the show, I don't think, or in the special, where it's got
Are you talking about the Call of Duty poster right now?
Not the Call of Duty poster, but it's just him standing there. It's grayscale kind of, but he's got a big trench coat on. I would have actually liked.
Yeah, that's in the special. No, that's in the special.
When?
Yeah, he walks next to him by the buses.
Yeah, he walks past by him. That's the last time we
see him.
He walks. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Also,
all the Gucci flashbacks of them being murdered.
Right.
That's how he.
Gotcha.
That's how he's dressed. Yeah.
I would have liked that.
So that's in it.
I
agree.
I would have liked that.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like
that.
But
I mean, they wouldn't have done a soft goods.
No, of course not. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? I like this as a whole is a decent Punisher. The pants should definitely be different. I don't think the pants are a good pick for this, Frank. I just
don't think they fit with this.
No.
Yeah.
And then the weird wrong colored beard with the wrong colored hair is really strange.
That's really even if I got this, I'd probably put the head from the Daredevil Born Again one on it because I really don't like this head. That being said, you do get him jorking it, screaming as his friends are standing around him head, so,
You need to squint the eyes more, but you're almost there, yeah. Open the mouth 2% more, and then he's almost there. I mean, look.
I'm seeing a lot of love for this, and it's so weird because anytime there's an MCU figure with a hint of inaccuracy, people go ape shit, except in this instance, everyone's looks really dope. And I'm okay, but
no, this is the first Punisher figure I looked at in years, and I'm I really don't like this. I have no desire to really get it, and I'm not really including I like the fucking War Machine Hulkbuster a bit more because
that's
of this.
Fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think also it's just the fact that people just want Punisher figures. I don't think they care about the specific Punisher costume designs specifically, because it's like
I
all
guess.
he wears is just like tactical, or not even tactical. He just wears like
Right.
random shit. Like, you know, like he's not. It's not like Spider-Man where you can be like, oh, the web lines are off by a wee hair. Like, people don't look at Punisher like that. I don't think. Maybe they do. I know Aiden.
I do.
does.
They
Yeah,
should.
Aiden does.
If they're gonna complain about Spider-Man in that way, they should complain about
Oh,
Punisher.
definitely. But I think it's the fact that Punisher, no, for sure. I don't know. Punisher is, well, at least you get a lot of guns and shit, and well, not really. You get 2 guns and.
Well,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
the
if this was lit in something, I'd be like, this is a really solid
Yeah.
Punisher. You get tons of
Oh, no,
accessories, 2 heads.
we would not be talking about it like this if
No.
it were actually in it. You know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Like, I think
Yeah.
that's what
I'm not gonna
completely-
lie. I don't actually know. I don't have a side by side. His Brand New Day look looks very similar to his Daredevil look. Like that.
Yes,
They look
but he
real-
just he has a new vest and a new logo. But yeah, it's very similar.
They look
I
like
think he's still wearing the same, like similar undershirt that's like the long sleeve.
Yep, they've been giving him,
Yeah.
and that's also in the one from One Last Kill, that undershirt and cargo pant combo. that
Yeah,
they-
when you have the
Bro-
he has the patches
Bro's
on
a-
his
Bro likes switching up
biceps.
his style. He likes switching it up. I can't believe we
Yeah.
haven't gotten white gloves and boots yet. I'm shocked that hasn't happened yet.
Well, no, but I don't think they're ever gonna go for that.
I don't think so either.
It's so
I think that his look at the end of this special is the closest Bernthal. That's like Bernthal's version of like a classic Punisher. Like
They're
that's the
like-
closest you're gonna get.
They're like, oh, he's
Honestly,
got the gloves. That's good.
You got gloves, and the logo is like you can actually see it, and it's white.
Yeah.
It's not like.
This is, I mean, look, this was Jim Lee's look in the fucking early '90s,
Right.
and to
Yep.
me, I love the white gloves and white boots, but this still automatically works for me.
Fair enough.
This look he has in the special at the end is absolutely my favorite we've seen him.
Really?
I just love it. It's kind of just more a beefed up version of what we've had before with the vest, because he has like the different clips now. He has like extended clips for more automatic rifles, everything else, smoke grenades, having a sheath for his axe on the back. I mean, we'll get into that more later, but I'm also kind of disappointed that we just didn't get a figure more exactly.
I really wanted, I agree with you. I love the look from One Last Kill. I would have loved to get a figure that looks exactly like that. I'm really sad we didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
me too.
I would say, concept art is probably mostly what it's
Now
based
that
off
we
of.
don't-
Wouldn't be surprised.
We're not getting a proper Brand New Day figure, but also that's not his look in the movie too,
Yep.
which I'm not upset about, but it's still just like,
I
I'm
mean,
bummed.
here's
Yeah.
the
We'll
thing.
probably get a re-release. Maybe we will get him for Brand New Day like next
Maybe
year.
down the line.
It would be
Yeah,
easy
maybe.
to, Hugh Jackman this thing and like swap the arms with the old arms and put the legs
Yes.
on and be like, look, it's a new Punisher. It's the actually accurate one.
You know what I will say though? Here's the fact of the matter. John Bernthal would totally. I mean, this is totally a look that he would just wear at some point. Like, this is gonna happen. It'll just like when he appears in some random show, he'll look like this probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, honestly, like he's never been big on like showing off the guns until like One Last Kill. He's never been like wanting to be like, I want to look like a muscle man, even though he is in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might be. And yeah, you're right. They probably will end up doing a reissue with like more accurate. And also, to be fair, 2 Punisher figures in like 2 years is pretty good, all things considered.
Dude,
like,
it was off hiatus for like nearly fucking 5 years.
yeah. So we're on a good roll. Like, hopefully we keep that.
But that's also a bummer. You're like, oh my god, we never get Punishers, and they did this whack ass inaccurate one.
Right.
Like, and there's so many Punisher
That's
projects
true.
now. Like, there
Now
were
you
so many
gotta-
options.
Now you gotta wait next year to get a more accurate Punisher.
Yeah,
I get it.
I want a more
At the earliest.
yeah. I hope they keep pumping out like MCU, but also more comic ones.
Yeah.
So, because I think there's still more to do. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We were talking about that Punisher for probably way too long, but it's fair.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. This isn't that exciting, but I figured it was worth kind of mentioning very briefly. Have you guys heard about this new Marvel Midnight thing? This new universe that they're starting?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes.
It's interesting. So Marvel Comics is doing a new universe because the Ultimate Universe is being canned again. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
So it
They should
is.
So
I guess
Flame.
They really screwed the pooch on that one.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. They clearly were like, it's not working for us, and then they like,
No, well, what happened was they planned an ending, and they were like, "This is our ending," and they thought that by having an end goal in mind, it would like incentivize you to read it more because you can be like, "Oh, this is actually working." Like, you know what I mean? But it did the opposite because the absolute universe did the opposite, and so everyone compared them and was like, "Wait a minute, if this is good and people like it, why would you fucking stop doing
well,
it?"
I think
You know,
there's
but they had already done this giant fucking Hickman fucking ass, you know, like long-term, you know, plan.
right.
So yeah.
I mean, they canceled it, but they also, I feel like they maybe canceled it too early. Like, they probably could have let it go on a little bit longer. You know, the ending didn't have to be so soon. Spider-Man got, what, 27 issues or something like that? 24?
I mean, it wasn't even canceled. It was when they announced it. They literally announced the ending when they announced the universe. Like, this was like, exactly.
It wasn't canceled. It was planned.
So it would have been a change of plan to extend it, which they could have done.
Yeah.
But then I honestly feel like that would have shot them in the foot because then they would have everyone have been like, wow, now the story's going. I think they should have just been like, you know what? We're not ending it and just stop and just like whatever plan they had, they should have abandoned. Yeah. In my mind, at least.
I think so. And people really like Ultimate Spider-Man. People really loved Ultimate Spider-Man for a while. And then it kind of like, people don't really care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, people realized it was going to be ending in like a few months and they were like,
like, what are we building towards, you know? But But then, so obviously they're like, well, shit, the Absolute Universe is doing real well, so let's do Midnight. So I guess what this is a horror themed universe, which also maybe feels like they might have took the wrong lesson from the Absolute Universe, because I wouldn't necessarily say that the Absolute.
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know if it was that they were like, we're gonna rip off the Absolute Universe, and they misunderstood it and did horror. I think it was them trying to do something different. They were like, oh, well, people like that, but we can't just do the same thing as that or Ultimate. We have to do something different. And this was their like, well, let's do a horror universe.
Yeah. Well, let's lean full into horror, which is what this is. This is a full like horror vibe universe. So we're getting Ultimate X-Men from Jonathan Hickman and Matteo Della Fonte. That's cool. That's a cool idea based on the art that I sent too. It's kind of neat. Jonathan Hickman is a good writer, as far as I know. So that's cool. We're getting an Ultimate Spider-Man, which is I don't know the rest of these names, so I do apologize. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Midnight everything. Midnight, X-Men, Spider-Man,
and Fantastic Four.
Yes.
So obviously we're gonna get some freaky shit with Spider-Man. Obviously we're gonna get some freaky shit with Fantastic Four. Those make sense. You can play with like body horror elements.
Really excited about the Fantastic Four one.
Yeah.
What details they have.
It's also kind of cool because Fantastic Four is it was in the weird spot where it was like canceled in the mid 2010s, right? Yeah, it got canceled around the time the Fox movie came out, and then it came back obviously, and Fantastic Four is bigger now, but it's still weird. It's not. I don't think. Call me crazy. I don't think Fantastic Four nowadays is one of their big players anymore. I don't think it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they're trying. I think they're trying to get there.
They're trying to
I think so.
I think let's reanalyze that post Secret Wars, post Doomsday, because if they end up like think about like Doctor Strange before Infinity War and then after Infinity War. You know what I mean? Suddenly he became one of the most popular characters because of that movie, and then everyone retroactively was like, "Oh my god, now we love." That could, depending on what they do with them in Doomsday, that could, become like, oh my god,
Yeah.
So.
There's Fantastic Four love. I just don't mean. I know there's a solo series.
It's not an output.
Not solo series.
You're right. They crippled it by canceling it. They shot themselves in the foot. They hurt the brand for sure.
But this is neat. I think it's cool. I think I like when they do different. I like when they try to do different things. I don't like having to stick within. You guys also hear about that Brand New Day comic that's coming out now? That's actually kind of interesting. Where they retconned what is it? The marriage erasal thing. They retconned that in that comic. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if it's canon. I think Aunt May just dies. I think that's what happens. I think instead he keeps
Wait,
his.
in 616?
I don't think it's 616. I'm not gonna say anything. I haven't.
Oh,
I
well,
haven't.
I know they've done a couple like,
Oh,
well,
have
what
they?
if we did a one shot where this didn't
Not like a
happen?
what if.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's.
yeah.
It's not 616. I think it's just its alternate thing. But
Okay.
still, it's.
Yeah, they've done that a few
I
times.
didn't hear about this. No.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's a new comic.
That's
called,
where the renew your vows thing came from. That was
Gotcha.
that. That was a
Gotcha.
similar
Yeah,
situation.
and that was a lot of fun.
I think
Yeah,
they
that
did
was.
that to
Yeah,
have
I like
more goodwill, and also it's called Brand New Day, and also a little bit of movie like tie. Like,
Yeah, probably.
You know, they're probably trying to be like, look what we
And
got.
Aunt May's dead in Brand New Day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that might be what it looks cool. The Darwin Cook actually did like the cover for it, and it actually looks really dope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's talk about this though. Let's talk about this
Sorry,
midnight.
you're right.
I am less excited for the X-Men one because I don't know if X-Men as a concept lends itself to horror as well as the other two do. I think Fantastic Four lends itself to cosmic horror. Sounds like based on the one fucking line of like, oh, their discoveries lead to more horror. Sounds like that's made. And a couple Fantastic Four Life Story does a little bit of the cosmic horror. Even fucking the movie does some cosmic bit. You know what I mean? Like the Dread. Which I think is also why a lot of people are like, wow, that movie's hard to watch or weird to watch because it has this like very, like it's filled with dread. It's almost more of like closer to Independence Day than it is like a superhero movie. Right. So I think like that makes sense if it's a cosmic horror thing. And then Spider-Man clearly lends himself to body horror, you know.
Which I think that's something they're probably playing off of with Man Spider, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're talking about.
Well, I'm curious how that'll be adapted, but they almost did a what if episode of the show that was going to be basically a Man Spider body horror thing, and then they told them they couldn't, you know. So you know the body horror and like turning into an insect, you know, like the Fly. I mean, Spider-Man's not an insect; he's an arachnid, but you know what I mean. Turning into like a creepy crawly like creature. Is much more scary than turning into like a rock man or a stretchy man or whatever, you know, or even because like that's just like the textural of like, oh my god, I'm gonna have like spider legs and crunchy shit coming out of him. Ugh, you know what I mean? And fluids and shit, you know. So depending on where they go with it, there's a short film called The Spider, I think, which was kind of like a body horror version of a live action Spider-Man origin. It was just a fan film. It's all right. It's pretty good. I don't know, but we'll see. I haven't seen any art of it. I don't know. They say it's going to cost, so I don't know if it's going to be like a Jekyll and Hyde or werewolf thing where he loses control and he like eats people or what. Also, that's my other thing. Like, okay, they're saying they're going to let them push the envelope, but like how far, right? Like DC, we know DC has officially like if they say they're going to let a creator do whatever they want, they're probably going to let them do whatever they want. Ever since they showed Batman's penis in that one comic, we've kind of known that like, all right,
well, they did get mad
DC
about
will
that.
Do that. Marvel they did get mad about, but they did get rid of it, but still we like they're no longer innocent, right? They've demystified these characters.
And like Joker like eats babies and shit in Absolute. So like
you can and also, like, there's just the public perception from the 2010s that DC's the darker universe, even though that's not necessarily the truth. No. But I think that kind of bled into what they allowed them to do. You know, Marvel hasn't quite let themselves be that far. I mean, there is some gross stuff, there is some weird shit, but they're still like a little more protective. You know, so I'm curious. Yeah, especially in the modern era.
With MCU,
so I'm very curious.
Disney owned comics. It's almost like, well, we got to keep
the post MCU Marvel comics. Have not been as There's that one thing where they did like Marvel Zombies, but it was like fungus and it wasn't nearly as gory or whatever. So I don't know. I just want to see like, all right, like, are you actually gonna let these guys do whatever they want? You know. Like, am I gonna genuinely see some The Fly level body horror in this Spider-Man story? You know, like that's what I want to see. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope it's good. I would love Marvel to have a win in the comics. I mean, kind of everyone does. DC's like whooping their asses right now. I got like coworkers reading Absolute Batman, and I can't. If I try to talk to someone about anything Marvel, they're gonna be like, "I'm like, they just relaunched Daredevil. Hulk. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like they don't know. So
Best you
so
got
I don't
is
know.
Spider-Man and Superman. That's not even
Best you got. Even then, people
Yeah.
are like, really? They did that?
Yeah.
You know? So I hope we'll see. I've been trying to look for something to like subscribe to in my local comic shop.
Mhm.
Ben 10 is an option, but maybe I'll try the Spider-Man thing and I'll see how it goes.
I was always curious what you thought about that comic, but that's probably a topic for
I
another
haven't.
time.
Well, it all sold out. Did you hear about that? It's sold out.
Oh,
I actually
yeah.
went to my comic shop the day after release, and they were like, "It's all sold out."
Dude,
So I had to
it's-
order it online. So I'm waiting to get it like delivered with the reprint that they're
The
doing.
Ben 10 fucking cultural, like everyone loves Ben 10 is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crazy.
cool. It's cool. I mean, it's cool to see it. I mean, it's because it was a really forgotten franchise. So I hope it leads to more. But I haven't looked at the comic at all because I'm waiting. I want to read it myself to form like my own opinion.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But-
I've only heard snippets of it, but I meant to go out the other day to pick a copy up. So let me know what you think, Thatch, because I really want to.
Yeah, whenever I get it delivered, I literally ordered it from Dynamite's website. Like that's what I have to do. You know?
I'll probably,
Yeah.
I'll probably, I don't know if I'd read it because I don't know how dependent it is on. Is it a complete reboot or is it a continuation of something?
Yeah, it's a reset.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new
All right.
version.
Well, then maybe I'll read it. Maybe I'll wait till a trade comes out or something.
Well, if you can fucking find it, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, a trade would be easier to find than a single issue, is what I mean. So
Oh, what do you mean if it gets? Well, I don't know, but it's does Dynamite do trades?
I
Do
would
they
assume
typically
so.
do that?
I'd assume so.
I hope so.
But it would have to wait for like 5 or 7 issues or whatever, you know. It would be after a hot minute. Yeah. let's continue on. Okay, let's jump into these guys wanted to talk about I wasn't gonna talk about this, but y'all were interested in talking about this. So let's talk a little bit about some Marvel Rivals Season 8 news. We've known for a while that the characters this season were going to be Cyclops and a little bit more of a question mark as to whether it was going to be Devil Dinosaur and someone else, but no. So here's the situation. We got a great trailer, a fantastic trailer. The trailers are always so good for this game. Like they put so much, but everyone's like, dude, why have you not made a show? Like this is stupid. Like they put so much effort into these goddamn like minute and a half trailers. And it's like, bro, it's like the Overwatch shit. They put so much effort into those cinematics. It's like, why are you not making a show or like why are you not doing more of this?
Well, do you want to know the secret? If they did do a show, it would probably look slightly worse because 1 to 2 minutes, it's they'd probably have to drop it and then spread it out.
That's the realistic reason. 100%.
Also, like Marvel's like, how are we gonna fit fucking Marvel Rivals animated series into our fucking multiverse saga plan? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
They're goofy.
We'll see.
They could just drop them on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
No problem, but whatever. We got our first looks at Cyclops. I'm curious what you guys. I mean, first of all, he's voiced by Ray Chase from '97. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude's got so much aura. What do you guys think of the design of him? They do this interesting thing.
Did you send it in chat?
I did, yes. I do. They do this interesting thing with the gloves and the boots, and also the visor is interesting too. It's a little different.
Actually,
I'm gonna be honest. I really like it. I really like it a lot.
You know what it reminds me of? The with the visor and the gloves remind me of where he's with Apocalypse, with the red. It's like a mesh with that with the Jim Lee look. I really like it.
I think it's a good look. I think it's a fun look. I'm
a fan. It does the thing that like the Insomniac Spider-Man tried to do, where they took the white from the eyes and then incorporated it in the rest of the costume. You know, like a color that was an actual primary. And this does that because the X-Men logo's always been red frequently. You know.
Yeah.
And then his obviously visor, and I think it works really well here. With the yellow and the blue, so I think they pulled. But I'm also not as wholly about Cyclops' design as, you know. I mean, as long as he's got that strap thing on and he's blue and yellow, it's pretty much all I need.
You want the '97 Jim Lee look? That's like your ideal Cyclops.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. That's a good.
And then if you do that, you can change whatever you want after that. You know, but I want him to have the thing.
That is a good look for him. I really like it. The trailer's great. He, it's. I'm not getting into lore or anything. There is an interesting thing that I'm a little bit like, Oh, that's the Powers of X look, I think, is what it is. I don't,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
was thinking of that where they had like with the
That's
red,
interesting.
the line work. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a mogging look if I ever did see one.
Hmm.
There's something interesting about the design too. They show like so in the I just said I wasn't going to get into the lore, but specifically they do capture him and they show this alternate look for him, and I'm a little bit worried that's going to be his main look. And I really hope not, because he's like stripped down and like naked and like rotting.
Oh.
It's kind of like because Rivals
It looks like his.
has done
It's
that
like his
before.
version.
Hmm?
It's like their version of doing Weapon X for Cyclops.
Yeah, he's got a beard. He's got longer hair. And I'm almost worried about that because they've done that before. Where in the lore they'll be like, "Oh, this character did this thing, and now we have to change their look to reflect how they currently look." And it's kind of like, so as long as
Yeah, I don't like this nearly as much.
as long as they do the OG costume, and it's just like as long as that's an option, that's all anyone's gonna wear. Like that's come on, you're not gonna you're not gonna switch it up on me. That OG costume is too cool, so I'm that's what I'm gonna wear most of the time. And he looks really fun, man. I mean, obviously there's no actual gameplay yet; it's just a trailer. But like, if he's as fun as he is, because my big problem with Black Cat is that she was not a very fun character. I don't like playing. I know some people, whatever, and also she's gooner bait, but like. She's just not a fun character to play. She's got a billion moves, and it's just like, come on, man. You got to make characters be like fun and accessible. You shouldn't have them have to do a million things in order for them to work. But
I mean, if Cyclops is fun to play in this, and people like to play as him, and they have the new X-Men '97 season coming out, and they have James Marsden in the movie, I really think that like the Cyclops like. Rebuilding that they've been doing, you can say it was like a smash success, because like they really fucked that character hard in the Fox universe, and it was really sad. And they have been like, I think they've successfully been rebuilding his reputation, because I see a lot of people now going, no man, my favorite Cyclops, like that's my guy.
Back in the
People
early
who never would have said that like 10 years ago,
People
and I think that's really cool.
People thought he was
exactly,
because the movie's
or they're like oh, he's dumb or he's silly.
People think the movies treated him like shit. Like
97 is really what put him back on the map.
That started it. Yeah, that was great. And I think also knowing how to use his powers in a really cool way is a huge part of that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's going to play in the game, but in that teaser, he's doing X-Men 97 shit. It looks awesome. Zipping around and shit like that, using it as a physical thing, not just a heat blast or something. Like that's my favorite part of 97 is when he's like shooting the ground and like flying back, And it sounds like in the movie, like Russo's or someone was like, "Oh my god, the action scenes the Russos do with Cyclops are fucking goated in that movie." Supposedly, that's what I've heard.
Hopefully,
so
hopefully,
I don't know if it was like Kevin Feige. It was someone like that. Someone who's like at Marvel was like, "Oh my god, let's get some cool action."
Probably won't be as cool as something you'd see in animation, because with animation you can do shit. But it'll be better than anything we've seen in the Fox movies. I can tell you that much.
And the Russos are great at action. They are very good at action.
Let's not forget some of their best fucking action scenes. And
using powers. The way that they use Thor's hammer when Cap uses it. It's not just building the hammer, how he's using it. And he's like throwing the shield and then hitting the shield. Like, they're good with those powers.
I always bring up the Doctor Strange fight when he's using all of his spells and shit. That shit is so fun. But the other piece of news is that we got our actual first character of the season, who launched today, Devil Dinosaur. This is awesome. This is really cool. I'm gonna be honest, don't know shit about Devil Dinosaur. I've known of them for a while, but the only thing I knew about Devil Dinosaur is that he's a big dinosaur. He's red. And he is usually accompanied by a character named Moon Girl, who is in this game, but is not part of this character. And there's actually a very interesting reason for that. They actually clarified why the character is not in the game, playable. That is because you cannot shoot and kill a child. No shit, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
One of the creatives on the team basically came out and was like, so there's a main reason. They were like, well, this game is it's a T-rated game, so it's not like cartoon violence. When you kill a character in this game, you watch their body like ragdoll onto the ground, like and they they moan in like pain or whatever. So they're like, we really can't do that for a kid. Now there are probably more ways to do it, and they compensate by having.
Well, that also, explains probably why they aged up Penny Parker then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Aside from goon fodder, because they're freaking creeps, but aside from that, also, couldn't be able to kill her.
Thankfully, they don't goon Penny Parker that much, which is good. They just give her like weird, like cute, like outfits. Thank God.
Okay.
Like I was like, oh boy. But also, you never see her in game. She's always in the mech. You never, even when the mech dies, she doesn't like, come out of it or anything. So that's how they also, I feel like they get away with it like that. She does talk through his collar though, so she does actually have lines, and she's voiced by the same girl who voices her in, I guess there's a show, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, apparently the show's really good from what I've heard. Apparently it's a very good show.
It looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. But yeah, no, Devil looks great. He's really fun. He's just a big T-Rex, man. I feel like they really do need to just put like really fun, like Jesus Christ, characters. Like Jeff was such a. I feel like Jeff was such a Hail Mary. Like it could have. I mean, look, he's cute, so they probably knew he was going to be popular, but I don't think they knew he was going to be that popular. He is like the most popular character in the game. Like people love him. I don't think this dinosaur will be as loved because he's not a cute little puppy dog, but he's still big.
Well, they are already like cutifying him and giving him cute interactions and stuff.
He makes funny sounds and he does all the good shit. So literally everyone is like calling him a good boy and stuff. It's just like, of course they are. But he looks really, again, it's a dinosaur. You can put a dinosaur in the game and who can shoot lasers, by the way, out of his mouth. So there you go.
Well, so that's the thing. A lot of the Rivals community has been saying that like they want more animal characters in the game, right? And that's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem because there honestly aren't a lot of Marvel animal characters, there's not like as big of a thing, and if they're there, they're really specific and weird, so it's like there aren't like other Jeffs. There's no obvious next step after Jeff.
No,
you know what I mean?
Cosmo was
so I don't think anyone. What was that?
Cosmo was the one I kept thinking of. Like I was like,
you're
it's the only one I know.
Cosmo's great, but the thing with Cosmo is that they're like a telepath, you know what I mean? And so it's going to be interesting to see how they would incorporate that. But also Cosmo's like basically just a person. It's not like a cutesy little animal. I mean, they are cute, but they talk, they articulate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're less mascotty. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sure they'll add Cosmo. They really should. A lot of people Cosmo. But it's not like a direct or like Cosmo is so different than Jeff. Right. Like Jeff's like a dumb, cute, stupid ass, cute animal thing.
Thing. You're right.
Yeah.
I
guess
you could do like Lockheed. That would be interesting. You got Dragon.
They could.
Yeah.
They could. Yeah. But again, isn't Lockheed telepathic?
I don't know. I don't know enough about
the tuning fork that he has.
No. You're thinking of Lockjaw. You're thinking of Lockjaw. Lockheed is
Lockjaw. Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lockjaw. My bad.
Besides Pet. Yeah.
Lockheed, I don't think he's.
That's the other issue with Lockjaw. Lockjaw's telepathic, right? So then, are you going to add Cosmo? There are two telepath. I don't know if you're going to do that.
One's a big ass dog. One's a small. Yeah, that's fair. I guess.
But in practice, it'd be the same.
I mean, these guys are creative enough where they would find a way to make them very different. They've done that before. Like. They would. I'm sure they would, but it would be. But I don't.
I think I'm gonna say something crazy.
Say something crazy.
I think they need to do animal characters that are original. I think they need to do like characters creating a direct animal version of a character or a direct animal companion to a character that perhaps doesn't exist, but that you can do. You know what I mean? I know that sounds crazy, but that'd be I think that'd be fine. If they were like, oh, this is Captain America's fucking fish or something. I don't know. And then it like
that's fair.
Fish with like laser beam.
They have some really obscure ones that they could use as well. Like Venom has a cat. Did you know that?
Yes.
That? Yeah.
Someone's echoing.
Someone is
Who's that going? Someone's there.
Maybe your volume's too loud or something. It might be me. I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't know. Hello.
Okay,
Okay, that was fine. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, in general, this season is great. I love the inclusion of Devil. I think he's great. I was a little weirded out about the missing, like, why Moon Girl isn't there, but they're like, she's in the game. She's just not there. You know, they're clearly like, we're gonna do as much as possible to have her be in the game, but just not be there. Because again, there's a whole thing about it, and there are different ways they probably could have handled that. Like maybe when Devil Dinosaur dies, she could have like disappeared in a bubble or something. I don't know. She's like the smartest human in the world. She could have figured something out, you know. But it's not that big of a deal. I don't know much about Moon Girl, so I'm not that like mad about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I've only ever associated those characters with each other. But Jeff was also only really associated with Gwen Pool before, so
yes. Jeff was not like his own fucking man until Rivals.
So there you go. I mean, they are always going to find a way to make shit work, and I think they found a way to make shit work. So I'm excited for Cyclops.
I'm very happy about it. You got a badass, awesome X-Men character to fill out the X-Men roster, who everyone loves, and he's got a unique ability that no one else has.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you've got a fucking giant. So I don't know. I think it's great.
Can't wait for her to.
This game has been shackled by just constant Gooner characters and snow bunnies that it's like Jesus. It's so refreshing when they do something that isn't that. So.
And then, it's also that the design is really unique when it comes to Cyclops. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the snow bunnies are like the fucking Fire Emblem characters from Smash of Marvel Rivals. It's like, oh god, here's a fucking another one.
That's fair. I'm not gonna.
You like it because you're fucking like sexy anime women, all right? You're Gooner.
Well,
Get it, all right?
Okay. But I was also gonna say, if the character is fun to play, I also appreciate it too. Black Cat was not fun to play personally, so I don't care about Black Cat.
But any character can be fun to play. Literally any character.
I know. I'm just saying personally speaking. So like when a character comes out and is a goon character, if they're not interesting, if I don't like playing as them, then I'm like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter to me personally. That's a me thing. Okay.
I saw that Cowgirl Rogue.
Oh, that's terrible. Dude, the Battle Pass is shit. I got to rant about this I'll be really quick about this. This Battle Pass pisses me off. Because I was like, dude, every season I look forward to the Battle Pass. We got there are like 2 good skins, and then everything else is just like, so, like, I like the thing skin, the Infinity Thing skin. There's like a Rainbow Thing skin. That makes me happy. And then there's everything else is just kind of like whatever. And then the Jeff skin is kind of cute, I guess. But then other than that, it's like, and Rivals is really running into a problem where I think we're getting to a point where like a lot of characters don't even look like who they're supposed to be anymore. Like they don't give Star-Lord helmets anymore, which is like why? Maybe because the MCU doesn't give him his helmet. But like, come on, it's like cool. I like Star-Lord's helmet. I think he looks cool with a helmet. I don't know. It's just this Battle Pass pissed me off. I got excited.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great.
It's kind of ass.
I like Thing, and that's basically it. The Thing is the only one I'm really excited for.
They're gonna, if they keep doing like the same shit and trying to like appeal to Gooners over and over again, they're gonna like run dry. They're gonna run into the ground.
They are. I mean, that is the problem. I saw a great boys meme where it's Soldier Boy going like, we don't want that shit. It's during the new episode where Homelander's showing him his new costume. He's like, no, see, we don't like that. Like it's like that. It's like a perfect. It's true because there's only so much. You just like when you get to the bottom of it. I was thinking about this yesterday. Like they'll do a cool like Cloak and Dagger outfit where Dagger's wearing like an Assassin's Creed outfit. It's like that's kind of cool, but then her entire left ass cheek is out. I was like, why? Why does that need to be a thing? And this is coming from me, biggest gooner on the fucking planet. You know, I'm like, dude, this is too much. Like, can we please like dial it back just a notch? Like, I don't want to see every character's goddamn pubic hair. Okay, I'm good, man. God damn it. We should move on. This is driving me crazy.
Talking about pubic hair.
Hey, look, man. Sometimes you gotta talk about the pubic hair. All right. Speaking of pubic hair, talk about Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
So Tom Holland revealed his
Toto.
pubic hair.
Did he?
Special announcement.
Has
It's
he-
me, Tom Holland.
Has he ever shown his pubic hair before? He showed his balls before.
I don't know. No, what do you know?
His asshole.
Why would he do
Sorry,
that?
His asshole. He's shown his ass. No, it wasn't his
He
actual.
did.
asshole.
Yeah, he did show that. He did show that. He
It
did show
wasn't
that.
his real asshole. I don't think was it.
No, it literally was. They put a little camera in there
Did they actually?
at Zendaya's request. No, no. Are you dumb? No. Jesus Christ, Brayden.
He went. This is for Zendaya. Kara zoomed in on his asshole. What happened?
God.
What happened with No Way Home? Talk about it. Go on.
All right. Not No Way Home. Brand new day.
Sorry, brand new day. Fuck.
So, marketing for this movie has been very intriguing. It's been really cool. It's been interesting. It's like it's like not obvious. They're not doing like a million teasers and trailers and stills. They're doing like, let's reveal 2 pages of the fucking script, which I still don't like.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
And then it's like, all right, well, here's a poster, which is a similar style to the older posters. They showed a poster.
Yeah.
It is a very classic superhero, Superman, showing his logo poster. Now clearly we're not going to get something exactly like this. Why the fuck would Peter Parker walk around with his damn Spider-Man suit out like that?
Peter Parker does not shit on the hand. You know, we know that for a fact. I mean, he does. He does he does fight them. He doesn't shit on them. You know, he doesn't fart on them.
What are you talking?
Remember that
What are you
poster
talking
where
about?
he's shitting on the hand? Remember that poster?
Oh.
He's like jumping up in the air.
Yeah,
farting on
okay.
the
I
hand.
really took me a minute to understand what you were talking about,
Oh,
but
God.
Fight them in that.
Catch up.
In that,
Yeah, he's fighting him. He doesn't shit on them, Aiden.
he's not. Anyway, so what's funny about this is that the jacket he's wearing is the jacket that he has in the teaser, like behind the scenes featurette they released showing all the stunts they did. Oh, by the way, I like this poster a lot. You know, it's cool. I'm just not used to seeing a Spider-Man poster like this. It's not this, you know, we're not used to seeing such a classic heroic.
They
Yeah.
threw in a tagline for that poster too, didn't they?
They said something like, you know, everyone doesn't remember him, but he remembers them.
The
or
world has
that.
forgotten Peter Parker, but he hasn't forgotten about them, or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Got some more.
poster.
The posters in general have been so much better than literally every other Tom Holland poster, which were notoriously bad in the. There's very few good ones.
We'll see how good the final poster is. Hopefully they've learned their lesson.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling
Well,
we're in for a floating head poster.
I think it'll be a little better for the sake that they are really like consistent about these posters. You know what I mean? Like they've each had a very similar style. That tells me that the final poster will probably still at least match that with like the yellow and the orange and stuff like that. But we'll see how well executed it is. But they also did the behind the scenes featurette showing all the practical stunts they did for the movie, which was really interesting. And it was really short. It was like under a minute long.
Yeah.
Tom Holland comes out here with his jacket. I think he's wearing an outfit for the movie. I think he's done up for the movie in that. And again, that jacket's on this poster, which, you know, would also suggest that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you basically see him on Mars. We see the stunt front that we all saw when they first started shooting. You see Des and Daniel Cretton say that like literally thousands of people showed up to watch that filming up that sequence. And I've been saying this over and over again. I said it way back when those photos came out, that I think that they were not expecting that kind of a response, and that I theorized then that this might lead to them realizing that people just fucking love Spider-Man in like classic, like you don't need bells and whistles here. If you just show them in that classic outfit doing Spider-Man shit, people are gonna lose their fucking minds. You know what I mean? And then like every poster and everything here, you know, has shown me that like they are leaning into the iconography of Spider-Man, and that's enough. You know what I mean? We haven't gotten a Punisher poster, we haven't gotten a Hulk poster, we haven't gotten any of that. We've literally just been being like, here's Spider-Man, classic ass Spider-Man doing classic Spider-Man things, and that's really cool. And I can see them reacting to that, and I think that, you know, them just like it's almost like you're seeing that moment happen.
I mean,
People should be expecting that.
They really made emphasis on that immediately when they did the Filming Begins video last summer too.
Yep. And then they did that video. Yep.
They're
And honestly,
clearly,
yeah, I think when we were talking about it on the pod as well, we were all collectively like, "This is fucking like this is history." You know, it's just like we're gonna look back on this and like, wow, what a powerful memory that was of experiencing this movie. And I know we're gonna all carry that into viewing this.
It's very different for a Marvel movie too. They've never really done this before, so and
Yeah,
I think we're gonna see this a lot more in the future. I think we're gonna see a lot more, and it might not always work. I mean, I don't think a million people are gonna show up for Wonder Man season 2. Yeah, no, I don't think, you know.
I think there's so much that was built behind. I get what you're saying, and I would love that, but for something that we've waited for this continuation for 5 years, and then the assets that we have been kind of sprinkled to know what was happening or what's going to happen, and then knowing we're going to get that kind of suit in the movie. I mean,
it feels like the home trilogy, they were trying to be like, this is the third live action Spider-Man done 2 years after the last one. We need to try to show different things. We need to put him in new context, subvert things that people know about Spider-Man to try and do something fresh and new so people are not tired of this character or tired of the same tropes. So no origin, you know, he leaves New York, he goes on a road trip to Europe. You know, no traditional swinging scene until the second movie. The costumes were all, after the first home suit, the costumes were all very subversive for Spider-Man. They were very weird and different and like gold and black and shit, et cetera, et cetera. And I think what they're realizing is that, and maybe also because of that, it created a desire for classic Spider-Man. Maybe that, you know, maybe if this stuff happened in 2016, everyone would have been like, oh God, another fucking Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's a good chance that would be an alternate history. But it just means that in this moment now, I also think the marketing for this, you know what it reminds me of? In like the visual, it reminds me of, and like this is the perfect example of Superman, you know, where like when they market Superman, they know Superman just alone is a cultural like icon. You know what I mean? Like the logo is enough. You can do a poster with just the logo. That's enough.
Poster
you can
was just him. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, just him. Yeah.
Which
you could, you know, it's, and I think that Marvel, especially Sony, are realizing that, especially with the downfall of the rest of the MCU, that Spider-Man literally is their Superman, and now you're seeing this like optimism, this hope, and this like celebration of the icon that I don't think we had before. You know,
because MCU Spider-Man very much was like, oh, we got Spider-Man in the MCU. That was what it was. It wasn't like, we're making Spider-Man movies. It's we're making MCU movies. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
And that's cool. That works for that. But we've waited long enough to the point where now I feel like things like Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four isn't really an MCU movie. It's a Fantastic Four movie, you know?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yes, 100%. 100. And we'll talk about that more with Punisher, too, you know? Like,
that's
this, like,
doing.
It like, we're going to lean into what makes this character unique. We're going to start from there. And then the MCU stuff is just kind of like around the edges, you know? Even Daredevil does that, too.
Yeah, you could argue that early MCU maybe was kind of like that, too, but to a lesser degree.
Absolutely.
But
Captain America, Iron Man, totally.
Yeah. But then once we got into it, then it was more like, we're making MCU movies, you know. Once the style became very beat for beat, like a lot of MCU movies look the same.
There's a point I want to make later with Punisher that I think even Thatch and I talked about last night, that I saw people mention a complaint towards Punisher, which I'm like, why does that conjure out of you of all things, you know?
I mean, it's I agree. It's like, we're making a Spider-Man movie first, MCU movie second. We're making a Punisher special first, MCU project second. We're making a Daredevil show first, MCU project second. You know, we're making a Fantastic Four movie first, not even really an MCU movie. You know, basically,
it's not in the MCU.
Basically. Fantastic Four is as much an MCU movie as fucking Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, technically.
Yeah, they're in different universes, so 100%.
Of these characters and telling the best story you can with them.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what's gonna fucking save them. That's what's gonna save them if they can get out of the shithole. That's what's gonna get them out of it.
Yeah, and then
X-Men, when they do X-Men movie first,
yeah.
MCU movie second.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah. They just got to continue that.
Well,
so.
I guess Spider-Man will be Spider-Man movie plus maybe a little Jean Grey, a little X-Men, but still,
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
that will it will feel. You know what it'll feel like? It's not gonna feel like an MCU movie. It's gonna feel like a Marvel movie. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel like Marvel as a whole.
Spider-Man is the perfect character, and I don't feel like it's an excuse. It's just I think he's a perfect character to have those crossroads of characters and concepts within the Marvel universe.
Well, it's also feeling less like
it's not contrived.
It's feeling less like we need to put Iron Man in our Spider-Man movie to reinforce it in the MCU and make all the MCU people like it. It feels like, oh shit, we need to put Jean Grey in the Spider-Man movie so that people watch our X-Men movie because Spider-Man movie is a big deal, you know?
Exactly.
Which is interesting. But I want to talk about the behind the scenes real quick because there is one thing about it. We don't see much. But we do see. I'm gonna post a couple stills here. We see an alternate view of the Scorpion fight. Not much to talk about there. Looks great. I'm really excited for it. Classic street level fight scene. And then we see the scene of Spider-Man in the snow, and he's got like a winter vest on and a hat. You know, like a beanie. And it didn't even register to me when I first saw it because I thought, oh, they're probably doing a cold or whatever. But then I realized, no, that's totally part of the outfit. Like that's part of the movie. Like he's gonna have that on in, you know. A lot of people are saying, oh look, he dresses like that in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I actually don't like that in Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I have a different, let me explain why. Let me explain why this is different. The joke in that is that he's sick and he has a cold. And he goes and he walks over to a guy and he's like, I'm Spider-Man. Oh, I'm sick, but I got to wear this on the outside because I'm so cold. It's not that he's in the winter and it's cold out.
No.
So it feels like a slapstick gag. It feels like a oh, Mickey Mouse is cold. Let's put a little winter hat and a scarf on it. You know what I mean?
This is a different
it felt
kind
dumb.
Of gag. This is a different kind of gag.
Yeah, this is like, oh, it's winter, and he's poor, and, you know, he probably just wears this the whole winter. Spider-Man probably swings around the entire winter wearing this. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's not wearing anything under that suit aside from underwear and maybe socks.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
So he's gonna be cold. So it makes sense. He's not like he's not going out in the freezing.
Yes. It's almost like like when Miles wears it.
Yeah.
Miles will wear a winter outfit in the game, and that doesn't feel like a joke. It feels just like world building of like, oh yeah, it's cold out, it's winter right now.
Even Miles wearing like a big hoodie, like that's not like again, you would be cold swinging around like you know. So
Miles has got. Let me tell you. Miles has got zero body fat. Okay, that guy is lean as hell. Okay, he's cold.
Yeah, and Peter Parker. I mean, he's not skinny. He's muscled, but he's still like, he's gonna be cold. The man gonna be cold.
He's gonna be cold. He's got the long underwear on under there. I relate. I relate to this so well because I ride my bike to work sometimes, and it gets so fucking cold when you're on a bike. That's the other thing I wanted to say. When you're moving through like at fast speeds and you're exposed to the elements, it's like 3 times colder. This guy's swinging. Dude, his balls are tucked all the way up, man. He is cold as fuck. Anyway,
but he's still got to go out there and do the business he's got to do. You know, that's what Spider-Man does.
The other thing, last thing, people are like, this is probably during the montage, right? Because the montage is going to cover like 4-ish years, so we're probably gonna, which is great because at the end of No Way Home, we see him swinging in the winter, and me and Aiden, one of our I want a winter set Spider-Man movie so bad. It'll probably never happen because it'd be really expensive. Yada yada. I get it. But it is cool that we're gonna get a little bit of that.
This will give you like 30 seconds at most, but you know.
He is in a fight scene of some kind. He's in some kind of action scene, being thrusted into a car. Now, you know, a bus could have hit him or something like that. You know what I mean? Something could have hit him to send him into that car. Or he's fighting a villain that we have not seen yet that will be a part of this montage. And there's a couple guys it could be. It could be Ramrod. Not who you thought I was going to say. It could be Ramrod, who we have heard when there were those rumors about one of the guys thrown out was Ramrod is also. So it could be I just don't know what that's going to be. Rod's got shoulder thing going on, or it could be Rhino, which been a rumor.
You idiot!
Been a rumor for a long time. Apparently, a rhino head was on set, and every time I've heard, I'm like a real rhino, like a model was on set. What are you talking about? You know?
Yeah.
It would be very funny if what ends up happening is there's like in this scene, like there's like a zoo breakout and Spider-Man's just wrangling all the animals and it's just an actual rhino. It's not a guy.
It's just this.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh, dude,
This is
yes.
Ramrod.
That would be funny, you know. But no, I think it could be Rhino. I don't know. And a lot of people are like, "Oh no, Rhino! I want the villain of a whole movie." Rhino will never ever be the villain of an entire Spider-Man movie. The best case scenario, he's a henchman at best.
You cannot make that. That is like a Sam Raimi ass. Like, oh, we're gonna make Rhino.
You'd have to rewrite his backstory and give him like. I mean, I guess he does have to his story in some interpretations, but it would be like Sandman. Like, you know how Sandman in the comics, you know, they had to like retrofit him to make him a bigger villain.
Yeah.
It would be a little weird.
And he's not even the main. Like, there's other villains in that movie, so like it's like.
Yes,
he would
exactly.
Be, like the third villain is what he would be.
Yes,
he would not be.
Yes.
Rhino doesn't need a whole movie. Look, Rhino's great, but I don't need a whole movie with him as the villain.
No.
It's characters like Rhino and Shocker that don't need a whole.
Shocker
movie.
does not need a whole movie. No.
It could be Shocker. It could be Shocker.
It
could be Shocker. That could be cool.
You know, that'd be cool.
I've
been saying that for a while. Super easy is already set up. Just have the actor come back for 2 seconds. Put him in a Shocker outfit. Boom. You know.
Do the outfit they've cut from the movie a billion years ago. There you go.
Yeah. So we'll see. But if it is just a quick cameo of my Rhino and his CGI muscly Rhino man, I mean, I'm okay with that. You know.
I want a realistic.
Maybe it's that super tattooed guy from The Punisher in a Rhino outfit. But we'll see. Anyway. I know that's not. We've extrapolated a lot from very little. It's what I do, but cool to see. Also, I'm glad they're doing practical stunts. I think all the old Spider-Man movies did that. You know, even the TASM movies, I'll give them credit. They did do a lot of in-camera stunts. I think the Tom Holland ones haven't really done that. Are going that extra mile now. You know, I think that it does help. You know, and Tom's physicality is so specific. The way he carries himself in that suit is so specific that I think like stuff like that really reads, you know, between Tom and his stunt double. Like the same way that when Daredevil, you know, when Charlie Cox and his stunt double go and do an action scene, you can clearly tell it's those guys, you know. He has a very specific way that he moves, you know. When it's a CGI thing and an animator did it at 3 a.m. because you stressed him out and gave him and like moved their deadline back 4 times, you know, they're not going to be able to incorporate all the nuances of Tom same way that like his stunt double could. So I mean, the movie's only a few months away, boys. All right, it's only. Like, I'm excited.
We're almost there.
We're getting another trailer soon. We're getting
probably. But you think before the Doomsday trailer? Probably not.
I don't know. I think I could see I could see them coming out like the same week.
It's
honestly,
really
I would not.
They've really timed it in a very strange way.
I think it's sometime in June.
June.
Huh?
Sometime early June.
For Doomsday or for Spider-Man?
Yeah, I would say for both.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, either way,
I do think we could get one by the end of the month. We'll see, though. I'm not sure. The only reason I'm getting also we could get a Doomsday one. Here's what I'll say. If we don't get a Doomsday trailer this week, we're not getting one till June. But the reason I say this week is because Star Wars is coming out, you know, this coming weekend. You know, and if you're gonna slap, and either way. If you're it's a Star Wars movie, you're gonna put an Avengers trailer on it that'll get eyes on it. Or if you're worried that your Mandalorian Grogu movie that you've been marketing really half-assed and now might not do well, if you say there's a Doomsday trailer on, better.
They're gonna do they're gonna pull the same shit they did with Avatar, where they're like, it's only in the theater for 1 week, and then it'll be in the like they might do that. And
there's a precedent for that because of the Avatar and Doomsday thing. Like audiences already are aware of that, you know.
How goofy they've been.
But if it's not this week, then it's June. If it was going to be any week this month, it would be this week.
Well, either way, Spider-Man looks like the greatest movie of all time. So
it does. It looks awesome. We're so excited.
I'm already like maybe I'm getting my. Sorry, Aiden.
I don't want to see any more of that montage. I don't want to like.
I don't either. I'm right there with you. I don't either.
They're spoiling it. from the fucking script page, and I know we're gonna have one, but still, I'm like, I don't.
Well, the script ends like right before the montage
but
starts.
You're telling we're gonna see a montage
Yeah.
in the beginning. I didn't want to know that.
You know,
Yes, but it'll be interesting.
I
But I agree. I don't want to see any more. If anything, I want to see Scorpion. Like that's the one thing I'd like.
Yeah, I do too. I love that
think-
shot of seeing fucking Peter swing, and it's Scorpion on the bottom. I love the lighting and that set of the street.
It looks great. Oh, it looks great.
I
It's
think
so cool.
one more trailer, and then I think I'm good. That's all I need. I
agree.
Trailer,
Yeah,
and then,
I agree.
I mean, we're
We
so
need,
close to the movie. I'm good. Like we are.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, just don't make it like a 5-minute trailer. Just
No,
like,
God, just give us.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they really go crazy. I mean, the thing is, they don't have to because it's gonna make money either way.
Yeah.
So they really don't have to push this.
We're gonna see Tombstone. Some
Yeah,
allusion to
probably
him.
show off
Tombstone.
Tombstone. I was gonna say maybe.
Probably so. I mean, it would be dumb to not show more Punisher because there was just the Punisher special. So it'd be really easy to just be like, look, here's
we
more
might tease a
Punisher.
little bit more of Sadie's character. I don't think we'd get
I said with the Hulk.
Hulk as
Definitely
well.
the Hulk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
Yeah,
have a
they've been
figure of
hiding
it.
the Hulk.
Yeah.
If anything, the Hulk will be the big part of whatever next trailer they do. I think Hulk will be the
big
centerpiece.
Yeah.
Closed around that. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's their way of
Yeah.
the toys and
We'll
merch,
see more
so.
Peter going crazy or whatever. That's like, yeah. I'm already picturing the trailer. I'm
And
already
probably
like,
with the hand as well.
yeah. I'm picturing.
I mean,
little
if you end a trailer and you just go, if the trailer just ends with a message like Hulk's gonna fight Spider-Man, you're good. You don't need to do anything. I mean, you're already gonna make $1 billion, but
it's just
you
the
know, that's all
shot
you need.
from TASM 2 where it's Spider-Man versus Rhino that they ended off on, and they end the trailer like that, and everyone goes, yeah, and then that's how the movie ends, and everyone goes, no!
That's the last shot of the movie. No,
That was insane.
that would suck.
All right, let's switch gears here. Let's talk about something that y'all aren't as interested in. Let's talk about the boys.
I'm interested in shitting on it.
You know what?
It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good episode.
This was better than a lot of the episodes this season, but man, this should not have been the second to last episode. What?
Yeah, no. Tyler said
He did.
that this should have been episode 3, and I completely agree with him. This would have been a perfect episode 3. I mean, or episode 2 even.
Yeah.
Like this is the episode you put in early on because this is the thing I think they were trying to go with I forgot his name, the fast guy. God damn it. He's been
A-Train. Yeah.
A-Train. They were trying to be like, oh shit's gotten real. But the issue is that, you know, he was a villain early on. Didn't really feel like our heroes were at risk because he died. Didn't feel like the stakes for our heroes were any higher because he was gone.
Right.
I think that by showing Frenchie die or one of the boys, sorry, spoiler alert, one of the boys die, early on, it would have been like, oh shit, yeah, really anyone can go. Like, yeah, oh my god, these stakes, like, I don't think I was expecting A-Train to die. I was, you know, but like, I don't know. To me, like, the stakes feel like that would have really set the playing field perfect in my mind, you know, and it would have given the boys something to fight for other than other than like Butcher's wife from like several seasons ago. You know, like it's so long ago that any tension we have from that has kind of fizzled, you know. I like this would have given us like, oh fuck, we got to fight for Frenchie.
There's some weird shit in this episode. This season is so dragged out. It's kind of insane. But like, I love
it's
how
a mess.
They end the last episode on this massive cliffhanger, and then they're just like, they're fine. They just got away. It's like, what?
I cannot believe that they skipped that. Literally, I couldn't even conceive of a version of this. I turned to Viv and I was like, Viv, here's my predictions for this episode. Almost none of them are right, by the way. But I was like, they're going to have to open with them all running away. Like, they're going to have to show how they get out of there, you know? Like, Homelander's not just going to let them go. You know what I mean? And Sage just betrayed him. Like, and sure enough, and then they don't even explain how they got, like, that is insane to me. That is a massive, clearly they wrote themselves into a corner, and their solution was just to ignore it.
Yeah,
just
they're
be like, oh, yeah,
it doesn't matter. They don't acknowledge it. They're just like, yep, they're fine. It's like, what? Does this man...
And again, tension was built. We were all like, oh, fuck. The boys are there. Homelander's there. Soldier Boy's there. Oh, shit. Sage just betrayed him. Oh, shit. It's about to go down. and then immediately undercut by now we just skip that. You know, like it's crazy that a show that's handled tension so well in several instances can just utterly fumble it so many times this season.
This season is really interesting. I don't. There's good stuff in here, but man, it's so bogged down by everything else. And I genuinely am. Every time I see fucking Homelander and Soldier Boy in a scene, I get a headache because I'm like, what are these guys gonna yap about now? What are they gonna do? Because their relationship is so weird. I don't understand.
But it's not fleshed out.
No,
that's the problem. It's so hard to grasp.
He's in cryo or whatever. Like, what is he done?
I'm gonna be honest with you. There is a very high likelihood that he's just in.
I think he's done. I think he's done.
Like, he could just be done, which would be insane. And what a pathetic way to end that story.
Yep.
Getting like choked out and put in cryo.
What a waste of time this entire season.
Yeah, literally, this dude has been off the map, hard to track, waiting to figure out who he is. Waiting to figure out what truly motivates this character.
Yeah.
And they reveal it just because he loves his Nazi lady, even though that doesn't make any.
Yeah.
She just moved on to Homelander and why he feels so indebted to her. And then they were like, "That's it." And it's like, I don't know. It reads to me like they had no idea what to do. Like they really just did not know how to use him. They knew they wanted to use him because people like him, but they had no clue how to use him.
And they're like, he's got this really convenient power. Oh, let's just like give it to Kimiko now.
Dude, can I tell you how fucking horseshit this Kimiko thing is? This is such a stupid, nonsensical Deus Ex Machina that I have so much animosity for, and the fact that it looks like this is actually how it's going to pan out is pissing me off. This is so dumb. Their solution to how you, first of all, this is the replacement to the virus storyline that we have had this entire time through Gen V, through this season. This is how we're going to get Homeland. Yeah. And they've punted it. All right, fine. What is the solution going to be? Okay, Soldier Boy. We're going to build him up this whole storyline. He's going to turn on him. He's going to be the way they kill Homelander. Nope. And their answer, how are we going to take him out? We're going to fucking go that, at some point, they hit Soldier Boy with enough radiation, he just developed this new superpower, which no other superhero has had. This is the only time that's ever happened, but whatever, that's the lore. The Russians hit him with a bunch of radiation. We're just going to recklessly just irradiate Kimiko over and over and over again for the slim chance that it will somehow recreate the circumstances that gave Soldier Boy those powers. That is such horseshit. Can you imagine if they took Wolverine and they fucking put him in a fucking gamma lab and they're like, Wolverine, we need to kill the Hulk. Let's just fry you with gamma rays and you'll heal every time and maybe you'll get a Hulk mutation. It's just so stupid. Of all the, this is so, I hate this. So it's like, oh, let's recreate Spider-Man's powers by just throwing radioactive spiders at some guy until one of them gives him. What the fuck is wrong with you? It is such horse shit. This is in the least satisfying way to take out Homelander. Of all the ways you introduce this nonsensical mechanic at the last minute and you get rid of two options that would have at least been satisfying, the virus or Soldier Boy, are you fucking stupid? I can't come. I'm sorry. It's like, I can't believe it. And then that's what's it looks like that's what happened. Like, there you go. Yeah. This is the answer. I can't believe, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Even by comic book logic, it's stupid.
Right.
Like,
everything that they've thrown at us that is like, oh, maybe this is the way. They've been like, nope. And then they pull this out of their ass last minute. And it's like, what?
Is it Ryan? Nope. Yeah. Is it Soldier Boy? Yeah. Nope. Is it the virus? Nope. It is the dumbest single option they could have picked at the last fucking minute. The second to last. Guys, they introduced the way they're going to kill Homelander in the second to last episode of the show. And they've had several versions of it for 5 seasons and they scrapped all of them. Yep. Like, this is horrible, horrible writing. Like, this is even fucking what's his name from Stranger Things getting powers at least had some setup, some vague precedent to justify it, right? There's at no point was this ever an option, and it shouldn't be because it's dumb. It's stupid. Like,
no, I mean, call me crazy. I think Stranger Things season 5 so far is better than this season. Like I like that season more overall, more than this so far.
Well, what I'll say is, I think this has had more interesting character interactions and better acting.
That's fair
for sure. But I will say that felt more like a finale season than this does. You know,
I think they
both
really
they kind of have the opposite flaws with each other. To be honest with you,
that's fair.
Like
dude, they're putting this. So finale comes out next week. They're putting it in theaters. It's an hour and 5 minutes or something like that. It's a normal length episode.
Normal boys length. Yep.
Dude, people are gonna be so mad in theaters. No, even if it's a good ending, it will which I'm pretty.
Even if it's a good ending, Which the problem is that the ending of a show is the hardest thing to make everyone happy, right? So that should not have been your gamble.
Nope.
But if at the least everything leading up to it was excellent, you know what I mean? You know, sure, it would have people still been like, oh, a dog shit ending. But at least the people, people who like pay attention, who are online, would go, all right, look, they were never going to please everybody with the very last episode, but what a great season. What an excellent season. You know what I mean? But they don't have that. Now all they have is they have to create some kind of ending that's going to please everybody, which it's not. And I don't think they're going to try to, but that would be their only option to salvage the reputation of the entire season. And by extension, the entire show, I'm just I just can't, like, I don't know. I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
And it's literally not possible, but somehow this show feels like it's being written week to week. Like, I feel like they're making episodes.
It absolutely does.
Like, I don't know how that's possible to make a show feel like that. That's kind of crazy to me.
I mean, every episode is like, it's...
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what the fuck
God,
happened.
it's such a mess. All right, I'm going to...
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. I can take a break if you want, but,
Look, again, there's some good... Like, I will say, again, the Frenchie moment is good. In a vacuum.
It's good.
Yeah, it should have been way earlier, though.
It's well, my only issue with it is that they don't really clarify what killed him. Was it the radiation? Homelander like laser him, pool of blood, and we don't get to see if Homelander like punched him or something.
Right.
I
was a little weirded out about that. It looked like his balls were bleeding or something.
It's just unclear.
I think he grabs his balls and he's like, "Oh, suck on this," and then I think it's like it looks like he's bleeding from there. So I'm pretty sure he like grabbed his balls or something, which is like that's like.
Well, then why wouldn't you show that?
I don't know. Well, then also like that's a really silly way for him to go out if he like ripped his balls off or whatever. Like
right. Well, I think either way. I think the message is either way he would have been because of the radiation.
Yeah.
But it really looks like Homelander hurt him. Or Homelander should have. It's just weird. It's just really vague how
he dragged him.
Again, feels like they wrote themselves into a corner and they were like, let's just cut to him on the ground with blood later, and then he died somehow. He was cooked either way.
They didn't want him to be like gored because they knew he couldn't have with Kimiko. Like the president dies. Okay, cool.
Dude, I can't fucking this show.
Homelander is such an inconsistent character.
Well, hold on. Let's just wrap up Frenchie, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a little drawn out, just a little bit. I don't think it needed to be that long.
Right.
It feels like he would have gone. It kind of was like that joke where but one more thing. Like it kind of felt like that a little bit, But the actor's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's really just nailing the performance. And Kimiko's performance is fantastic. Yeah. I mean, that actress, giving her the ability to speak this whole season has been justified simply by this moment alone because it gave that character the ability. Or they would have had to wait to not have her speak until this moment.
That would have been awesome. If this
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But then they would have been able to have her talk about dicks and cocks and cum for fucking every episode, like every fucking character the boys does. I was talking to Viv. I was like, every character in the show talks the same way.
They talk like teenage
it's boys. Not like in the MCU or in a normal. Like you've got like Deadpool. He's the only guy that talks like that. That's what makes it funny, right? everyone has the same way of talking in this show. They all talk about cum dumpsters and what the dildo and like it's so annoying. Anyway, sorry. I paused the episode and I was like, everyone talks the same at this point. Like no,
It's
like,
almost
anyway.
It's almost like how in Born Again, almost a lot of people do speak kind of like that, where they love to swear and they love to. They
say fuck. They're not talking about cum dumpsters and dildos
no, I know. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like since they learned the ability to swear since the Netflix ability, it's like they love saying F-bombs. But yeah.
Well, it's like my point is, I don't think you could take a line from Daredevil, give it to Karen Page, and be like, oh, she could say it the same way. Like, no, I think it would sound weird.
I get what you're saying.
My point is, you could take a line from Kimiko and give it to Butcher or give it to Frenchie, and I would not be able to tell you character.
Well, Butcher's weird. He speaks in his own weird way. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
He's got an accent, but if you remove the accent, right, and you had him say something like, we're going to go out there, we're going to twist his dick, we're going to throw it in a blender, and we're going to say goodbye. You can then cut to Frenchie going, we're going to go out there, we're going to twist his dick and throw it in a blender. And say, like, you could literally swap it, you know?
Yeah, it's just,
anyway,
it's definitely the vibe of the show for sure. They're like, well.
Like, it'd be so funny if there was a character on The Boys. I was like, why do you guys always swear and say this shit? Like, how funny would that be? But they're not that clever.
That's what Seth Rogen should have done. It's like, you guys are swearing.
That would have been hilarious. If Seth Rogen said that, oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
You guys are acting like ridiculous right now. Like, what's happening?
Nobody talks like. Why do you guys talk like that?
I mean, people talk like this. To be fair,
no, they do. Even people who swear a lot are not going. They're not even clever enough to go. What, the cum dumpster with the dildo in my ass while I'm jumping and clapping those like. It would just be what the fuck you fuck shit dip fuck.
This is a bunch of immature friends getting together. This is how they speak together. Is what this is.
But it's like they're trying to be alliterative. It's like they're trying to one up each other with like. Such specific word combinations. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't believe it. It doesn't feel real. Or it just feels like everyone in the. I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. I got a fucking headache. So I'm also just like.
Oh, did you take some pills, my friend?
I just did. Yeah, I just did what you guys were talking about.
I thought you were puking. You're getting sick of it.
Oh no.
I thought you were like. Ugh.
Sorry.
No, it's
look. I think you guys are making some great valid points. I watched clips from the episode, but man, I had no desire.
Oh, you didn't even watch the episode.
No, I didn't.
It's done.
Oh my God.
I was so fucking annoyed last week. I was just like, and I just didn't even think about it this week because Punisher was on my mind. I'm like,
yeah.
I've really been shitting the bed on all of it, and even when I saw clips, I'm like, I'm not even like.
Well, did we need Dogman and Catgirl sniffing each other's asses for like a minute? Not really.
This is my problem, bro. That joke is not even clever. Like it's not even unique or inventive. It is the most anyone could have come up with that joke and it wouldn't have been clever. You know, like that's literally like an Adam Sandler movie. Like I'm not even fucking kidding. It's so dumb. And then she like bends over and starts licking her ass or whatever. And it's like, again, what's frustrating is that none of these things are creative or like are clever or funny. It's the lowest common denominator of that show. And the problem, and fine, maybe you can do that in season 3 or season 4, but when you do it in the final season, it feels especially tedious. You know, it feels especially like you're just wasting time on something that is not really clever enough to deserve it, and that you don't have the time to waste on that. And I've heard a lot of people complaining about that joke, complaining about like, are you serious? And then it keeps going, and they reiterate the gotten it. You could have had her like, and again, this isn't even clever, but like if there, like she smelled his ass and was like, oh, you had, still not clever, but fine, I get the joke. But then they do it at the same time, and then he goes, oh, and then you had cherries, and then she goes, oh, and like they do the same joke over and over again in the scene. So like it's not funny the more you do it. Like it's the same, you know what I mean? And it's just like such a useless fucking waste of it's just stupid. Also, I don't really believe, it doesn't feel believable. I don't really feel like, even if like these people have weird kinks and right? Cool, all the superheroes do. I don't really think that even people like this would walk around in a circle like that for 45 minutes, like smelling each other. I feel like it'd be more complicated, you know? Like, And I don't know, it was just useless. It was so stupid. It was just,
I don't know.
and it wasn't funny. I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh.
There's a lot of jokes in the show that it's like, well, again, this type of humor is only gonna hit very specific people, and sometimes it's gross out, sometimes it's really gross and whatever, you know. Sometimes it's really just crass and like, okay, they're just gonna say gross shit or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I will say, there's a joke from a previous episode I like because of the absurdity. It's fucking stupid. It's not even funny. But when the fucking worm crawls up the guy's asshole and like blows his ass, like that's a gross joke. But at least it's like absurd. I wasn't expecting the eel to come out of the toilet.
Oh, the eel?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was. I was like,
I didn't
oh
think
my
it was
God,
funny. I think it's just absurd, and that's what caught me off guard. Like I wasn't expecting an eel to come up and rip his asshole open. Like
right. Well, that's what the boys is trying to survive on. Like, whoa, I've never seen this before. But
yeah.
The issue is it's starting. I don't know, man. And I've heard someone else say this. I don't know. I don't know if it's that they've had the same shtick and that now that we're 5 seasons in and the show has shown potential for dramatic. I've heard people be like, "This is the same show it's always been. Why are you complaining? It's always been dumb. It's always been." No, the show has been clever and had great writing and great character drama and tension, and it has had some fun action scenes.
Yeah.
It has had some satisfying stuff. It has done that, you know. It's feeling like it's giving into its worst tendency.
Yeah.
And it's not maturing. And this is, you know, I don't know if it's like what I was gonna say was someone was like, I don't know if the boys have gotten, or if we've all matured since then, or what, you know. But it's not just us. A lot of people are starting to give hate on this season.
Yeah.
Really start, and you're starting to hear the creator talk about it. That's when you know it's fan when the creator starts making fucking dumbass comments about it.
Yeah.
One of his comments, by the way, I'm really taking umbrage, is the budget thing. He's like, we don't have the budget for a crazy action scene every episode, right? And I that was ringing in my head when I went into this. Again, I paused every time something that costed a special effect that wasn't necessary happened. I was like, you could have cut this and put it and done and saved it for an action scene. You could have cut this and put it in an action scene. The whole opening number where they're singing, dancing, and there's like backup dancers and shit like that. That's expensive. That takes staging. It takes choreographers. There's rehearsals that need to happen. Like that's almost as expensive as an action scene. Just replace the stunt performers with dancers and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have cut that. We didn't need that. You could have cut that and you could have saved it for an action scene. Was it novel to see a Samuel L. Jackson hammer shark come out here and call the Deep a little bitch or whatever, or a bitch ass? Yeah, but that was an entire CGI shark that needed to be animated over and over again. And would I have traded that for a satisfying action scene with Homelander? Easily. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the CGI, the eel clawing up the guy's ass, is that funny and absurd? Yeah, but you could have killed that guy in 1,000 more less expensive ways and saved that money for an entertaining action sequence. Right. So I'm starting to be like, you're full of shit, dude. There are so many jokes and gags in this, or stupid moments or sequences you could have cut that were unnecessary and allocated those funds to stuff people actually want to see, you know? And it's not about a Marvel movie and a satisfying like big war scene. Right. I'm not talking about that. You have set up tension of characters fighting and killing each other. That is your payoff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I'm going on my tangent, but I'm just sick of this shit, man. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't need a scene of not fucking A-Train running through every comedian. We didn't need that.
Right? Over and over and over and over again, you know?
It's just like, man, it's just such a weird situation. I totally think they should have traded out the final season for a movie. That's just.
I kind of agree.
I think
I kind of agree.
This is just too.
Or season 4 is the final season. Or honestly, I think, and again, this is so funny. We keep talking about Stranger Things. Season 3 could have been the end of the show. They could have rewrote. You could have rewrote the back half of that season. And
definitely
satisfying finale.
And strong. Like why?
And strong.
Like season 4. People don't like season 4. I thought season 4 was okay. Like I actually thought it was pretty decent because it was good character.
I like it more than this season.
Oh yeah, well, because you knew that we were building stuff. We were doing character building. Is it a slow season? Yeah, of course. But that's again.
And it's it's also when the show like really locked in and honed its commentary about like the alt-right and like propaganda. Like in the first 3 seasons, they kind of are like they're kind of doing the like scary movie thing. We're like, oh, we're making fun of everything.
Right.
But in season 4, that's when it transforms into actually we're kind of making a statement about the real world and the not just like absurdist like both sides were teasing, but like actually we're trying to say something about our reflect it. Season 4 started that like honing, and again those elements were there, but they really got specific with it in season 4. I literally when Firecracker comes in and becomes the main character, like that's really boom, like that's hitting. So I liked that. At least there's that. It felt like the show had something to say.
It was a slow burn, but again, we knew that it was building up to something. We knew that we
you were like, okay, yeah, but season 5 is gonna be fucking crazy.
And they really built it up like that's what this season was gonna be, and they're like, don't expect that. It might be a little bit different, and by a little bit different, they meant it's the exact same shit but more boring, and also we have to
we're doing the same. We're like. The show just feels like it's really just running itself into the ground, and that's my problem. And again, the over and over again, like just the same jokes, the same thing over and over and over again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. This show's gonna be so interesting to look back on because I don't think you're gonna feel like it's all almost a waste of time. You're gonna be like, wow, what was the point of any of this?
Well, let's see. I mean,
let's see how it goes. We got 1 episode left.
the only like, I'm gonna try to have like an optimistic right spin on it, right?
Okay.
If this whole season is like super spread out, we're running the show into the ground. We're taking massive quote unquote filler, but it's not really filler, but ish. We're slowing things down, right? And we're not killing anybody in the fucking second to last episode in the first episode. I would hope that means that finale episode is literally all killer, no filler. Like, I would hope that episode is like, boom, 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 boom. Because if you've been waiting this whole season, like, my hope would be maybe that last episode is like where all the guns and the hats are all going to all at once.
Yeah.
But I don't really think that's what's going to happen. I want that to happen, but I'm not sure. And then why the fuck is the Deep still alive?
Yep.
Why is he still alive? Why is he still alive? Why is he still alive? He should have died this episode. If there was ever an episode he should have died, it should have been this one.
You know what Ty just wrote too?
What?
Soldier Boy getting put back in the box is his final scene in the show. So yeah, he's done.
There you go.
What a waste.
Soldier Boy's done.
Dude,
Soldier Boy's gone.
This is crazy because usually I don't agree. I feel like when we talk about a show, we usually don't agree with like what most people think. We're usually able to like see the good things in it, and I think we have for the most part.
Yeah.
We've been like, hey, there's some decent writing this season. There's some good stuff, but we can see the signs, and we're like, oh no, there is some whack ass shit here, and it's like, man,
it's feeling like they just didn't know how to structure a finale season. I don't know. It feels like they just didn't know. I don't know. It's shocking to me.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Which is crazy because Daredevil season 2, Born Again, is not a finale season, but it kind of feels like one. Like they structured that perfectly. In hindsight, they nailed the execution of like building tension, raising stakes exactly where they need to be raised, delivering extremely satisfying payoffs to stuff. And it feels like The Boys is just like, I don't know, it's like, it's spinning its wheels. It feels like it's not really interested in ending, but which is weird because if you're not interested in ending, then why are you ending? Strange. I hope it's great. I don't know. I really wanted the next episode to be good, and I really don't know where we're going to go. I don't think very many of the boys die. Obviously, has to die.
Sorry, cut out.
Butcher has to die.
Butcher's
like,
cooked.
there's no. I mean, it would unless they. I mean, even if they get rid of his powers, he still has cancer. Like that dude's screwed.
Butcher's cooked. I can't even say.
I don't think.
Boys. I can't even.
I think Mother's Milk probably could die just because they gave him. You know how Frenchie had a scene where he was like pouring his heart out to Kamiko. Yeah. There's a scene like that with Mother's Milk in this episode where he's pouring his heart out to someone and then he doesn't die. I really thought he was die.
Yeah, I like that scene.
And I feel like that's gonna get. I loved that scene. Yeah. Again, these actors are great.
They're really
They're
good.
all great. You know, even the Deep, who is like, God, I mean, I can tell you what's going to happen. He's probably going to swoop in. I think what's going to happen with the Deep is he's going to come in during the final confrontation and be like, "Oh, Homelander, I'm going to like save you. I'm going to help out." Just prove that he's like worthy of like still working for him. And then he's probably going to push him into the ocean and he's going to get devoured by something like that. Which is fine. But that should have happened dude, it would have been so, oh God, I wish what happened in that scene. Because it really feels like you're at that character's end in that scene where he's sitting on the thing. You're like, there's nothing left for this character. I wish he would have like stood up and just like tripped and fell in. That would have been so funny and such a perfect way to end. He's such an idiot.
Breaks, like randomly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Or like, maybe like the Hammerhead's like, the Samuel L. Jackson's like, I've just been distracting you this whole time. And then we go underwater. There's like 500 piranhas that have been gnawing at the beams on the dock, and then he just falls in. That would have been great.
I'm not even gonna lie. They kept cutting him on the dock. I'm like, oh, a shark's gonna like jump out and like eat him. That's what I was like. Like, that's the setup for this joke. And then all the fish are like rip him apart. No, they don't do it. And again, they have to stretch this character to the very last episode. It's like
the last second.
Like, why, bro? I don't give a shit. I hate this guy. Like, he's funny, but
I hate him. For fuck's sake, you know, like this would be like if in Punisher, that dude that throws the dog in front of the truck, they kept him alive for 5 fucking seasons until the last episode. I would have been pissed. You know, this guy's been awful since like the first fucking episode, man.
You know, it works.
Jesus Christ.
It works for Homelander because he's the main villain, but it don't work for these other dipshits.
Oh God!
But even then, Homelander, we're stretching that we're stretching that plot as thin as possible. Like, we are like,
I can't believe when he killed the president. I was like, this is so stupid. Why is NATO not pissed? Why is the like the U.S. would be in World War? They would be fought.
They bring it up like, oh, we gotta call somebody. It's like they would know about this shit. They would not know that this shit is happening. The president's
I mean, they would be like, what do you mean there's camp? I mean, like even like in the real world, you know, like. Other nations are like, what the fuck is the U.S. doing at this level? If we had home, dude, we would have Canada and everyone would have united against it. Like,
dude, they're launching the nukes.
We'd be fucked.
Yeah.
All of the enemies of the U.S. who've been waiting to fucking attack the U.S. would be like, oh, they got a despot who's a fucking super free bomb guy who's gonna literally kill us all. That's the excuse we need to fucking wipe him out. Why haven't they done that yet? Like, I know why, because the show. And then people were like, well, in the boys universe, we don't even know if those other nations exist because they haven't. I'm like, fuck you. Jesus Christ. I heard someone be like, actually, the only nations that have been canonically is the United Kingdom, this and this. So we don't even know if they exist. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? The boys universe diverges in like the mid-hundreds. Like, it's not deleting the entire history of the Earth. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's goofy. It's goofy. Look, I don't have a lot of faith for this final episode, but. Maybe they pull it off. Maybe they give us something good. I don't know anymore, to be honest. And honestly, I'm not hinging my bets. I'm not getting excited.
It feels like that friend who's like, hey man, I got something really important to tell you, and you're like, what? And he's like, your mom, and you're like,
Me.
Hey man, my mom. And then like 3 hours later, he's like, dude, I just got a phone call. Seriously, like, I'm not gonna mess with you. I got some really important. Okay, what's up? And you're like, oh my God, this fucking guy. That's what it feels like every time I watch an episode. That's the feeling I have. You know, I'm just like done.
Yeah. Right.
If it was a personified person, I would be smacking it right now. I am so pissed. I feel like I've been bamboozled every episode to think it's gonna get good, and it just hasn't.
You're gonna drag Eric Kripke out into the desert and just.
I'm gonna drag him into the street.
Well,
I'm not gonna. I would never. I'm not.
No, he's.
God damn it.
He's doing probably what he has to do. I don't know. I don't know. Also, this is.
I mean, he made Supernatural, and people. I mean, maybe he just. I just don't know if. I don't know. I can't really speak to him as like. I don't know anything about.
I don't know either. All I know is that he's not doing the justice to this last season.
The show is
He's running out of goddamn steam, man.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch, and I think that's the worst thing a show could probably be, other than just straight up boring. You know.
You know what's not frustrating or boring? The
Doug
Punisher.
Castle.
One last
Yeah.
kill. I'm gonna let Aiden take the reins on this because I feel like
Aiden,
that's
do it.
yeah. Aiden,
All right, well, look,
do it.
I think we should have like a little preamble
Yeah.
just for each of us to kind of because I have notes I took. I rewatched it. I seen it twice. I was trying to watch it a third time, but I'll just say that this is absolutely my favorite fucking Punisher thing. Just like in firm of like his own solo project,
Mm.
easily, fucking easily. I mean, his Daredevil season two is peak. Yeah, go ahead, Braden.
Do you like it more than Daredevil season 2?
Mm,
Jury's
I
out.
want to say yes. I want to say yes,
Oh.
but no. I mean, the rooftop stuff is like so fucking hard to top.
Yeah.
To me, and every scene that Frank was in season two was just pitch perfect. I it's hard to say. You had more time with Frank in season two than you did in this. I think with all the scenes collective,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
true. He's in a lot of it. He's it's
Yeah,
a
so
good
I
season.
would say season two still reigns supreme.
Okay.
But this was a lot of everything that I was really looking for in the special. Like a street level, full blown, like the most grounded fucking MCU project that doesn't feel like MCU.
Right.
Punisher Tale.
Aiden,
That
what does the Punisher mean to you, like in your life?
that had me thinking about that a lot watching this because this was a visceral experience. Punisher's been a part of my life since I was a fucking kid, like very little. Dare I say that Punisher is probably the whole reason why I got into comic books, not just superheroes, but comic books in general. Uh, because my dad grew up being a big Punisher fan. He collected almost every Punisher comic that came out when he had his own three solo titles back in the day. He really picked up every one of them, and I've only I discovered them myself and also just picked up where he left off and just continuing with that to this day. And then I've grown up watching this interpretation of Bernthal playing Punisher, and I've absolutely loved it. And having a special like this is just carrying that more and more. I got to watch it with my dad. I made a point that we have to watch it together because there's so much connectivity there between my dad, the character, and my dad really wanted to watch it because he loves Bernthal, and I had such a great experience watching this. It was kind of polarizing at first because we got the call that we got an offer in our house in the middle of this,
Mm.
so that also threw me off kilter. And then I'm like, oh my god, this special is getting so good. We need to fucking continue watching this. So that's also why I needed to rewatch it outside of just loving it so much. But um, I I was thrilled, to say the least. I think this is a perfect example of how to tell a Punisher story. Um, and it's funny because I just read this so much as exacting like a lot of like the comics, especially because of the maturity of this one and the material, the Max comics. When it's sometimes I think I know everyone really praises those books, and I know part of the character's nature is that it is sometimes just entertainment through violence, and sometimes it's unnecessary amount of violence. Literally, the writer of Punisher Max was done by the Boys creator,
Garth Ennis.
uh,
Yeah.
Garth Ennis. Yes.
Who is a
So
bit of an edge lord. He's
yes.
Good old Garth. Good
Garth.
old Garth.
Not to go too far
He
off track, but
shows he
I did a
shows
deep
his love.
dive on one of his comics called Cross, and it's just like the most fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he is like an edge lord for the sake of being an edge lord. But it sounds like the Welcome Back stuff is pretty good, so that's good.
I yes, and especially I've been rereading it recently in time for watching this, and
Hmm.
this special definitely draws the most I think
Mm.
from that the feel. I think it's a great approach to a Punisher story,
Mm.
but Bernthal was like, I want to get more into the emotional
Hmm.
underlayer of that, which is something I think Garth was not interested in.
Right.
He says it in a forward in the beginning of Welcome Back, Frank, which I kind of disagree
Mm.
about that because it's like, he makes an example of Dirty Harry. You just want to see him kill everybody. I'm like, yeah, but you also like understanding the pain of the character and
Mm.
understanding what what compels them for that, and their purpose. And uh, this whole special is Frank rethinking his goal and purpose and the madness that surrounds him and how he's choosing to react to that, where, he's putting the gun down, the weapon down, or not.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I mean, once we really get into this, there was just a lot of like uh, things I picked up on, but I think just to say, a true told Punisher tale is as simple as it is, in that it feels very connected within the world, but also it's so much of its own thing because it's solely focused on this character. But I think it's just the most accurate depiction I've seen of reading the experience I've had reading a Punisher book. And that going through with this. And I'd say it's more resembling of the Max comics with its serious tone and grounded world. Um, I know a lot of people were complaining, saying that they wanted more cameos or that it didn't feel connected enough to the greater MCU, which I find to be fucking ridiculous. Even complain that he doesn't have the skull with the white gloves or boots. And I'm like, you missed the complete fucking point of what this was supposed to be. I wanted this to be a reestablishment of Punisher and his mythos and his character to this point, and I think they draw all that perfectly because it's been a long time since we know Frank's family died, but like what's the weight of that? And I know it kind of becomes you. I was fearing that it was going to be redundant going into this because we've seen that tale of Punisher just like, all right, I'm done.
Mm.
I've served the trying to justice for my family, but I've taken out everyone I could that was involved with the incident. But this was a more different angle on that, and I felt like they handled that perfectly. And like I said, the emotional draw of it, which I think was the most impactful that I think we've seen. Hopefully, this for this interpretation, the last we've seen of it, because I think it's just going to be, uh, you're just going to be spinning the same wheel over and over again if you don't. But I think I don't know. It shows like this, like say the unfinished business always comes back for him, but like having the visual cues, I think the visuals of this is what really supports that take on it differently than ever before, where you have these mix of ghosts of characters and people, past and present, that are part of his life. I literally thought of this whole special, and it's gonna sound really fucking weird, but just bear with me, as like a twisted Christmas Carol.
Hmm.
Um, like Frank's in his room for a good portion of it, goes out, but he hates everything going on around, or he's
Yeah.
just like very shut off by all of it. But he's visited by spirits of his past and present.
Yeah.
I just thought that's a really fucked up way of looking at it, but I really like that notion. Because they have what I think my favorite interaction that Frank has outside of like his daughter, which was something. It's great because they made an allusion to his son in his first scene back again and Born Again, where he's like, "Get him, daddy," taking out the bad guys. But his daughter, they brought back the callback of one batch, two batch, how much that compels. And you have the little girl that he saves with her family in
Mhm.
this, but Karen showing up and being this present, not like his wife showing up, which you see in the flashbacks, of course, but like this hallucination of words. Karen's like this current like voice of reason, or similar to his wife, where it's like a platonic wife figure, where he needed someone from present life to align with his present goals uh, for his present mission. I thought that was just like justify his work now. Where someone that he knows will tell, convey that to him in a way, and I thought that was fascinating. That's how I interpret it. And I just thought I don't know, that was like my favorite cameo with that, or just use of the character. But I don't know. What else do you guys think? Because I got some other points I'm going to make about character usage with like Manucci, um, and the action I want to talk about as
Yeah.
well, because that I think that was used properly in this, and they did way more than I thought they were going to, which I was all for. I thought it was going to be much more. I get it for a Punisher project. You don't want to be so somber and just the character study. I just was shocked that it I was upset that it was. short, but I wasn't upset that it didn't like it served enough to tell this story, you know, and it left open, I think, for more to follow,
Yeah.
for sure. So
I I'll say this really quickly. I actually first time I watched it, I don't think I got it the first time, so I was a little bit like when I watched it, I was kind of like, interesting. I was like that ended really abruptly, and I was like, they didn't solve that, and I was like, So I had to think about it a little bit more. Thatch and I had a great conversation though, while I was watching Daredevil season 3 actually, and we talked about it, and when he kind of put it into my head that like, oh, this is kind of how Frank sees the world. And it was kind of like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, Little Sicily is like the worst place on planet Earth to ever live. Like, this is like it's hell in the streets. Like, people are.
Yeah.
well, I thought it was so cool because you immediately think, as I saw the set photos and videos they had last year, so you're thinking, oh, this is from the repercussions of Daredevil Born Again, right? But it's not.
No.
It made it self-contained with having the Nucci family and Frank taking them out.
I know.
Well, here's what I was telling Braden. First of all, I want to show this photo of John. This is one of my favorite photos of John. Nice. He's a legend.
I love
that.
He's like,
he's exactly. But what I was trying to say to Braden, I think what I liked about this and to build off of his point was this whole special is built around Frank. And what I like about Little Sicily, first of all, we're not a real place.
No,
that's a fictional place.
I had to look it up. It's not.
Yeah,
that's Little Italy, but they wanted to kind of
Little Sicily.
That's filmed in Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah, I think in Queens too. I think Del Mar's is actually
It was Queens. Sorry.
I think Del Mar's is repurposed to look anyway.
Yeah.
What I like about the visual language of this in the world that he has in this is when there's a shot of Frank walking, right? And the camera's circling around him. And you're seeing all this chaos around him. You're seeing like a cop car get destroyed. You're seeing people getting attacked, women getting attacked, people it's just madness and chaos around him. What I like about
it was like the Dirty Laundry.
Is that a lot of people were like, wait a minute, that's not what New York like in the MCU, right? And sure, they include the Nucci's are gone, and that kind of is why it's like. But even then, in the types of guys here, this is like a heightened, especially pessimistic, shitty world. And what I was telling Braden was my interpretation of it, especially since we established early on that Frank is perceiving things that aren't there, or at least perceiving things that are there differently because he is losing his mind and losing a grip, is that I think that this chaotic hellscape he lives in with all this shit going down, that is how Frank sees the world. You know what I mean? If you were to put, Spider-Man or someone else in that, maybe some of those things would be happening, but also you probably see some normal people walking their dog, laughing or around here, right? But Frank almost can't even perceive that. He is all he can notice is the shit in the gutter and the horrible things in the hole. It's very difficult for Frank to notice the normal people. All he can note, all that it's like screaming around him is all this horrible. So I think, in my interpretation, is we are seeing a skewed perspective on New York. We're seeing the way Frank perceives New York, which maybe isn't necessarily as objective as you might think it is. And you're
going to compare it where you see Spider-Man in Brand New Day, where
exactly.
I don't think it's 100% literal. I don't think it's supposed to be.
No. I like that because and this is the whole play on the special. It's a great point. Is like you're saying, Thatch. It's showing you Frank being the unreliable narrator as well, because you're just following him, so you're believing almost everything you're seeing for the most part.
And he's literally going insane. He's literally losing his mind.
He's at another breaking point. And a man that's been constantly broken again and again, so he's constantly having to find himself in this position of wondering, where do I go now? What do I do now? I finished what I have to do, but how do I carry forward? And but that shot, like you said, Thatch, yes, it's like it's everything in his head, and it's what he's surrounding himself, but it's him like almost fighting that temptation. He doesn't show it on his face, but just walking through it, after he already threw the key down,
I said it to you, and I said Frank lives in a mad world. That's the world he lives in,
Yeah.
and it's not the same world we live in.
No.
And I think that's
Not even the same world
fascinating.
Spider-Man lives in.
No. It's not the same as Daredevil lives in. Yeah.
Yeah, Daredevil's got some dark
his
shit.
own world on fire.
It's
Yeah.
literally
Yep.
3 separate tiers of
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Daredevil.
That's
Frank is up here,
it's that perspective,
which
it's
is
that perspective
really
thing.
unique. I don't think we've ever really seen that from a Marvel project before. Again,
No.
aside from maybe Daredevil,
No.
that's basically
No.
it.
Yeah.
I watched it and I feel like, sometimes we have this kind of use that, they're just trying to be edgy for the sake of it. I didn't perceive it in that way, and I
No.
bias of saying that, but I'm like, no, there's an objective that they are trying to, or a message they're trying to convey of this in support of the character.
That's what I think. That's what I think Bernthal brings to it. That's what I love, is that Bernthal is able to bring, like you said, Garth wasn't even really trying to. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But Bernthal can come here and he can be like, all right, I understand why people like the comics, and I also know why they speak to people, and what what they bring to the comics, what they see in it that maybe isn't necessarily intrinsically there, and that Bernthal is able to then bring an emotional truth to it and justify it. You know what I mean? And again, I'm sure a lot of Punisher comics do that, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them are just, like
they're just, no matter what,
they're just carnage, chaos, and action, and that's fun to watch, and it's fun to watch.
There's a
But I like that Bernthal is able to bring a gravitas and an an emotional, that invests you emotionally in that,
Well, to tack on to your point there too, Thatch, about again, Frank only sees the worst of everything, with one exception, when he sees good. Pure good.
Yep.
When he sees
the innocence. When he sees innocence.
Innocence. Yes. When he sees
the innocence.
Or even as simple, something as simple as a puppy. I know he didn't see that, but again, this is his world. As simple as a puppy being thrown in front of a truck. Which, if that's a great way to set up this hell world, by the way. Oh, yeah, let's have a freaky-ass tattooed guy. Again, if you want to set that up, there you go. That almost feels like a Garth Ennis thing, but again, you get to the psychologicalness of it, and then you're like, all right, okay, I get it.
Well, look, you guys mentioned about his walk after coming out of the shop. I mostly think about when he's going there, how everything is kind of peaceful on that first stride there, if I'm not mistaken. And then the chaos that erupts afterwards.
I think you see some shit in the background on his walk there, but I think you see the homeless people, and you see you see the roughness of the neighborhood, and then he comes out and shit's exploding and it's getting crazy. You're seeing the madness of Frank's world in
and on the dog. I don't know if the Garth Ennis move would have been to throw the dog and then. Garth Ennis would have thrown the dog in front of the truck, right?
Yeah.
But I think what this special does great, and I think what makes that work, is then we get to see the guy's reaction to his dog being thrown in the truck.
Yeah.
You're right.
That is what emotionally ties you into it. You go, oh my God, look at the pain that this man has experienced. I'm invested in that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like that's the draw line into this, because you're like, fuck, this is
you feel so bad for him.
I get so
and you want justice.
Well, and you're actually, the Garth Ennis move would have been to show a wide shot of the dog exploding. That would have been his thing.
That
would have been in
the
background. That's the play.
Not to interject, but I'm glad that we're mentioning about Garth in this, because I think it really, like I said, because it draws so much from Welcome Back, Frank.
We're on a first name page with basis with Garth.
Yeah, we know our boy Garth.
I'm curious when you're going to read it, because there's stuff in there that I've already thought of one decision choice that he made. I'm like, why did you do that? What was the effective note of that, aside from just shock value? And wow, that's really depressing. And you're trying to, I know the world is not black and white,
right?
But this is also
Garth is very nihilistic. He's very I love
there's something in there you're gonna be like, but it's really sad.
The reason we'll get off of this, because I feel like we keep bringing it up, but it is important in concept with the Punisher, because he brought so much of what people think about the Punisher. I think in comics specifically, I think he definitely gave a lot of people that impression. And what I was gonna say is like he fucking hates superheroes. That's the reason why he did The Boys. He hates the concept of superheroes. Frank is not a superhero by any means. He is but even then, I feel like towards the end of this, he obviously finds where he wants to be. You know, he's gonna kill people, but he's gonna do it in a way that makes sense to him and only him.
A justified reason for his work again, you know.
That's the great thing. That's what I love, and I've heard a lot of people saying that, you know, this story repeats the same arc for Frank. We always get the same arc with Bernthal Frank, you know, and I was worried about this too. He retires, he grows a beard, he goes in hiding, and then he decides on right, yada yada yada. The first thing I'll say about that is that not necessarily retirement, but Frank resets a lot in the comics. That does happen, like loses his memory or shit, and then needs to get started up again. Like that is a lot of Punisher stories in the comics.
It's him getting involved in something that just, so to speak, happens, and then he's also trying to help somebody. So
So, you know, it's not necessarily strictly the Bernthal Frank that just does that, but I get why we would see it that way because he's the one we've had the longest. But what I will say that I think is different about this, and Aiden was talking about it, and that I really like, is that driven strictly by vengeance and revenge, we are seeing what happens when there's no more vengeance to be had. Because all he cares about is getting the people that killed his family, and anyone who is remotely tied to dead. And what I love about that too is a lot of people are like, wait a minute, it's been 10 fucking years. He's still guys that have killed his family, right? Well, I interpret that as Frank has gone after every fucking dude, even in a blatant, like it tangentially related. Like the Nucci sold drugs to the guys that were doing the thing, and that, you know, like, or sold the guns that they used, you know, like I think he has scorched earth.
Yeah.
Anyone potentially within a glance of his family's death, and because he's hyper obsessive.
Yeah.
And what I like about this story is when that engine runs dry, when there's no one left to punish for the death of his family, what does this guy do? And I think it's so interesting. And again, they're taking that idea of like vengeance for the death of the family, and they're drawing a parallel to PTSD and leaving the military, and like that's clearly like a huge thing that Bernthal brings. I think that probably the greatest contribution to the character he has is that probably bringing in those lived experiences, because he spoke a lot of vets and a lot of stuff like that and people with PTSD. So that's our parallel, right? That's our thing of like, okay, you know, Frank's PTSD is he's avenging his family, but that's a metaphor for people who leave the military and don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a great story to like tell, because a lot of people in the military do see themselves in fact, you know. And I think what's great is seeing that's also challenging for this character to go. I mean, maybe it's in the comics or not. It probably is at some point, but I love the idea that that Frank needs to change, you know, vengeance into justice, and that we get to see him make that change. Like there is a change that happens with Frank where he goes from I'm going to get vengeance for everyone who killed my family to I'm going to deliver justice to the innocent who get hurt, you know? And I think it's been a little elusive in the comics. I think those two things kind of get tied together. Like I don't think sometimes they get specific, sometimes they don't. I think it's kind of inconsistent, if I'm not wrong, you know, of like, wait a minute, what is really motivating him? Is it just like kill his family? But I like that we see this change happen and we get specific with it in this special, and we get to, I know a lot of people are like, Maganucci doesn't die at the end, you know, Barracuda doesn't die at the end. I think there is nothing more impactful and not a greater choice that could mean something for this character to make than to literally go vengeance or justice. Are you going to let go of the vengeance to do this, you know? And he does. He decides which I think is a huge choice for that character, for him to willingly let her go to help someone. That is a massive character change in a good way, you know?
The development. It was massive fucking development.
Massive development.
Honestly, And Thatch, I can tell you, I don't think I recall reading a Punisher story that has something transformative like this, where his change in purpose is shifted, because it always is about revenge and killing the people, involved. It's not like sometimes it is sprinkled in of him saving people in the midst of it, but not completely. Oh, I turn my back to something
Mm.
else, in pursuit of what I have to do. Um, so that's a great point. I think that is probably one of the strongest bones of the whole special. And oh man, it's just I'm glad that they left Nucci alive at the end, because that's a bold statement for a Punisher
Yep.
story to make.
Hmm. And
And
now
Yep.
that
you can
just
tell
goes to
more.
go.
You can do more if you
Yeah,
want.
you can tell
You know.
more.
Yep.
And yeah, honestly, people are like, "Oh, I wish it was just like a season." I'm like, I really
No.
don't. Like, this is
No.
exactly what I wanted to see. I would like a yearly special from here on, or you do a movie. And
A
I think,
movie. Yeah.
yeah, something like I want to see Barracuda very fucking badly, but
Yeah.
I want to see how that's going to be with this sort of twist on the character now, because maybe you can have it weaved in where Frank is trying to save people, and this is against a character that he really doesn't have any problem with personally. He never wasn't involved with anything with his family. He's just a wrongdoer. It's his equivalent of Bullseye. So it's going to
Mm.
be interesting if they're. I feel like they're going to do it sometime. It's just bound to fucking
Yeah.
happen, because Manucci was a big name on the list of Punisher villains that they had to check off. And I got to say, I do love how she was portrayed in this by Judith Light, great actress. I've heard her in other stuff, and she's excellent in this. I like
I like.
her.
I think they did a perfect job at like take like when you think of Manucci in a cultural sense, like pop culture, like what do we think of Manucci? What do you think of? They did a great job at like taking just enough where it's totally recognizable that that is Manucci, but at the same time, sort of leaving some of the more exaggerated, bringing her to a more grounded place. She's still heightened and exaggerated, like
Yes.
balding, cartoon, like fucking
Yes.
Cruella Deville ass psycho.
Yes. I think
Um,
she's done better in this, because she's the main villain in Welcome Back, Frank, and she is just like a rabid like dog in the whole time.
yeah,
And yeah, she loses all her limbs to fucking polar bears, gnawing them off. But like her speech to Frank, and like how her plan kind of unfolded was just like, man, that was really well done. I was not
yeah.
expecting them.
Well, it's great. They give a villain.
There was care behind that, and I knew that from the start. But for that approach of the character, I was like, man, it's very rare for a Punisher villain to have that, and to execute that well. Because
Yeah,
every Punisher villain they ever done has been fucked, and it's just Jigsaw every time they fucking screw the pooch.
yeah,
So that's gives me good faith that if they do someone like Barracuda in the future. That'd be really fucking sick. And I think they would
yeah.
nail it and find their own way of incorporating that doesn't like I said,
Well,
cross
he's.
over. Yeah.
They very heavily suggest that Barry is Barracuda. They don't say it explicitly.
Yeah, I mean, he looks the part, but
He
I'm
looks
like,
like him. It's clearly
personality,
like they were laying the
personality
seeds
is
of.
not it. Is
I mean,
not
I
No,
guess
no,
they,
no.
I guess they could retcon it if they wanted to, but they won't. Let's be real.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Barracuda.
If it was actual Barracuda, you would have heard him say some
He would,
wild fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he would have. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
true. He
it
doesn't
would
say anything
surprise
at all.
me if they find a way to work
Oh,
together.
are you
in
guys
that.
saying that's not Barracuda? Oh, interesting.
Well,
No,
I think their idea was like, okay, we'll leave Manucci here, and we'll give her a character called Barry who could be Barracuda, just to kind of be like,
Right.
look, the potential. But I don't think they ever thought about like, wait a minute, like if that's Barracuda, I think I like they could. I think they could go. Look, Barracuda, he looks like, I think it's meant to be that, but like whether or not they're actually going to double down and be like, all right, that's Barracuda, or they'll just be like, that's just Barry, well, remains to be seen,
I
Yeah.
kind of figured
Because
that's what they were
already-
gonna do, but I don't know. We won't know until they decide to do something more with it. So I guess so.
The only reason I say that is because I think the director called him Barracuda, as like a reference of like, oh, we could do something with Barracuda, but like to me again, it feels like
the director confirmed is like, yeah, it is referred to Barry as a direct nod to the character. Because yeah, Barracuda is just his name is like Sergeant Major or just Cuda in the fucking
Yeah.
books, or in the books. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice little wink. So I mean, look, it could be a different take on him too, where he's not. I mean, I would like a little bit more of a tone.
Yeah, you want that classic.
Is way fucking out, but it's
Yeah.
entertaining as shit. Like he has gold teeth that say "fuck you" on him, like in his
Of course he does. Yeah, you probably won't have
so
that.
I that's the part, and that feels like the boys a little bit with that kind of like flair, flamboyant. You know, like right, this is over the top as shit, but it's entertaining. But
Dude,
guys, I mean, I was so fucking pleased with this. I just felt like we got a perfect Punisher tale, and anything when it comes to storytelling and media is like character studies and character driven. Like we get into the head of characters, and ones like the Punisher to me are just my God, it's just so fucking peak.
Yeah.
I think it is. I've said it feels so Punisher-y. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, and
the most Punisher adaptation.
I knew I was in for a treat when the opening came on, and you see him fucking doing 41 chin ups and throwing up after having bourbon, and then you have Glenn Danzig's fucking mother playing over. I lost my shit because I was like,
the moment I heard that song start, I'm like, oh, and Aiden's gonna piss his pants. I was like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's because the song start, you're like, oh my God, but then also just like right before. I mean, it's literally so perfect because you start even like on a meta level when TV mature comes up, which has never happened on any. Like I've never seen a Disney Plus show go out of its way to go, this is TV mature. Be careful. That came up, and you're like, "Oh shit! Okay, wait." And then you hear "mother," and you're like, "Oh shit!"
That is so Aiden coded. I was like, "Oh, Aiden." I only knew about Danzig because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I know Aiden recommended me a song from them, so I was like, "Oh, cool." So I was like, "Okay, well, Aiden's gonna
I was like. And I would never thought they would use
the music choices in this special are fucking bizarre.
I would be heard by Hatebreed when he goes.
That was crazy. Fucking La Vienne Rose is like, excuse me.
Yeah, and then all right. So I also want to mention because Thatch and I we talked about this when the trailer came out with Frank, the gasoline pouring through the door. It's cool that actually happened in the real world.
Yeah,
but and I always say like. The fire, the fight, it's always going to come to find him, I fucking had chills when he was just like primal scream, which in the fucking goofiest way, but going through that door, barreling through, and then just bursts of fucking
Frank,
action.
Though. Frank is always, he's going to run into battle and scream like a freak. Like that's what he's
I still think you're right. The fight, even though it literally did
powerful because of everything that came before. Yeah, and that surge, and you're like, yeah, he's ready.
Well, you can see what I love about that in that moment is that up until that point, and I really want to give credit to the first 20 minutes of like all the like psychological stuff they do. Is terror and just seeing like this character at his weakest and lowest mentally, and again also just straight up going because again the early show didn't really do this. Daredevil kind of alludes to it. They kind of call him crazy all the time. They sell the shit, right? But then you go to his show and you're like, oh wait, he's just a really angry guy. Like, it's a guy, right? He's not actually insane. Right? Sure. This is like nope. This dude's got like wires crossed. Something's not right. He's been pushed to his whether or not that's because of the decade of fucking probably being alone and couch surfing and all this shit probably that's not good for a human being or all the violence but he's lost his mind and then to show him so hopeless and so aimless and then again they literally shoot himself. I don't know if I've ever seen we get like Hulk says he put a gun in his mouth and like I spit it. I don't think we've ever seen an MCU character actually get this close to killing themselves.
Well, basically, Bullseye. I think Bullseye was the closest one.
Oh, you're right. Bullseye. Yeah, Bullseye. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's pre-MCU, basically. That's,
yes. Yeah, you're right. That's like after. That's like retroactively now it is. But at the time it was like. But you're right. No, he gets so close. And then what I love is when that fire comes in again, even if it isn't strictly metaphorical and it actually is there, that moment of like, oh my God, the energy, the he's back, he's got a reason to go on, and I love that they leave it vague because they go, is it because these guys are trying to kill him, or is it because they're killing these innocent people, right? Like they don't clarify in that moment. It could go either way. And I don't think even Frank knows in that moment. Like I don't think even he's aware why he's suddenly feeling this motivation again.
Yeah.
But he just knows he needs to go. And then they circle back at the end and you learn, okay, no, it probably was the fact that they were harming people that really pulled him out, that gave him that, like, that's something to fight for.
Stop.
You know what I mean?
He can't.
Yes. Yeah.
But he needs to find a point beyond just like, oh, I hate these, you know. He needs to realize, like, it's not just about killing people because they're bad. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. It's more like, oh, they are hurting people, and I need to help make them. Again, it's dude, he's such an interesting character. He's so fascinating. And this special, we really needed this. I think we really, like, if they never made this, it would, and we went straight into Spider-Man, it would have been like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he's going to be great in Spider-Man, but, like, this was very necessary. Like, this was, like...
Yeah. No, this is I mean it's fucking biased, but this may be one of my new favorite MCU.
Obviously,
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the setup to like, oh, all these people are coming to kill you at this time is like that's a
and you
really,
feel that.
That's such a cool
I feel like they carved out that setting of Little Sicily so perfectly enough for us to
that apartment
feel
too is like so like. It's claustrophobic, but at the same time, like everything's really tight and like put together, and it's like it actually looks very similar to a building that was back in Alberta. And when I was watching, I was like, oh shit, like that. I felt very like it felt very like they do a great job with this setting. It's the
action in that building too. I mean, the whole
all dude is peak.
Dude, holy shit! That was the best Punisher action we have ever gotten.
100%. It just turned into the fucking raid, dude. It just became the raid.
When they talk about Warzone, because they always say that that's like the best Punisher action. Nuh-uh.
Nobody.
No, that's just gore and violence and blowing. Like the actual choreography and you know it's not.
Oh my god, the way he took. See, Punisher with the shotgun's like my favorite fucking thing ever, and then him doing it twice with changing weapons, and then the way he would check mags, switch them, go forward, but the way he was just using his combat skills and everything, that's bro locking the fuck in, man. That is. I like that they're.
Oh, he was. He was. I agree. He was so locked in, and that's the thing I really wanted from him is sometimes he just feels like a rabid dog, right?
Yes.
But I wanted like more, and sometimes he has the like intentionality. There's like this icon, like when he shoots some guys, and it looks really funny from.
Oh yeah. He's
he's like, but. I wanted to see that calculation and also the ability to be scrappy and to turn something into a weapon in a way that's like super specific, not just like I'm gonna throw a heavy thing at him, but like like that. The like
him and
everyone's like John Wick, and I'm like, dude,
him and Bullseye have become the most fun characters to watch fight because they're just so like they use whatever they need to. Frank could kill you with a fucking pill, he could kill you with like a feather if he needed to, you know. He'd find a way to kill you with anything if he had to. Which is so cool. You want to see that for an action scene, and that scene is crazy. You go from inside the apartment, and again, these are the most evil people you ever could imagine. They're insane.
Follow him through the apartment, outside to the shop. You know,
I'm pretty sure they're just like straight up assaulting people and shit. Like they're evil. They are actually like they are
fucking nuts.
They really are like. And again, that's Frank's world. That's how he sees the worst of everything. You know, so everything is almost elevated cartoonishly to like the most evil POV. But that's so cool. That's so awesome. And it makes for one of the greatest fucking action scenes that the MCU has ever done.
You like alluded to it, but like I was telling Aiden, because I sent him an audio message after I watched it before he did, I was like, I like that Frank has got almost like a stadium to work around, to work through multiple levels to take these guys out. And he starts to feel more almost like Indiana Jones a little bit, you know, where he's like falling on shit and like grabbing shit. And then like a big guy shows up and you're like, oh shit, how's he going to take out this guy?
Yeah.
And then just see him clamber around and, you know, use the physical space to assist the choreography, I thought was excellent. You know,
Fight.
not just him in hallways shooting people.
Fights
You
are
know,
more interesting when the character is like reacting to like what's around them, and also
yeah,
they're not like epic or farming
I
like
love when
ooh,
Punisher
like
picks up any little thing
yeah
that he can. Like you said, a fucking baseball bat. I
yeah
mean, that's all you got to do for me. That's all.
dude.
You know,
a
dude.
Well,
baseball
every Punisher figure, yeah, comes with a crowbar or a
yeah.
baseball bat or
Yes, that's what I
something. It's
mean.
not a
Give
gun.
him
He took it out. You know, I'm
whatever.
like, oh,
Literally, like I said, this
yeah.
man could kill you with an SD card. He could find a way, and it would be
Yeah, it's
cool.
not-
It
like
would
you
be
said,
really
it's like
cool.
it's like with
Yep.
him and Bullseye. You know,
That's the
Yep.
best comparison is that you love to watch these guys fight. And again, that's why people like movies like John Wick and shit. It's just fun to watch like creative like a guy kill
Yes.
someone create
And
that
it's
sounds
well
horrible.
shot.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you
You
want to
can
see how they're going to get out of
you
this
can
predicament.
Yeah.
you can follow everything he's doing because it's well shot. It's not there's like no shaky cam.
Oh no,
All
dude,
like
there's
really
no-
intentional how
It's
they do
beautifully
it.
shot. Dude, they lit John Bernthal on fire. They lit him
Yep.
on fire for
Yeah,
the fire
legit,
scene. He like
legit.
jumped off a fucking roof or something, and like everyone.
Oh
thinks
yeah,
that's
let's
shot.
talk about that.
Yeah,
let's
that's
talk about that
fucking
shot.
stupid. That pisses me
That-
off.
that-
See, yeah, I didn't. That's a huge point we got to make.
Yeah.
Apparently that scene, that shot was filmed
Yeah,
in camera,
Yeah.
but his face was digitalized over.
Yeah.
Or they put like
something
go ahead.
there.
Yeah.
There's clearly something about it that feels off. Clearly something's not right. I don't know if it's. I don't know
Someone
what it
broke
is.
it
I don't
down.
know if it's.
Someone.
I don't know if it's how it reacts to him when he like lands on it
Yeah.
or whatever, like the way it crumples. I don't know if it's the way the stuntman blended into Bernthal. I don't know what it is. Something's off, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone's
No,
saying
I
it
don't
is.
think-
They just trimmed if they trimmed it like
Yeah.
by a few seconds
You know what it is?
off. I don't think we would have been having
This
this
is my
complaint.
cool
as-
PO.
I agree.
I watched a video about it. I want to. It's not real, but it's a guy. Like basically, he's like, well, the camera. First of all, it's a slow mo shot, so he's moving slower, and then they shake it when he lands, but then they linger on him down there for too long. So they're almost like, oh, if you just cut it earlier, it
Yes.
probably would have been fine. You know.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's-
he-
oh, no,
it's also
I
like
had
the
a-
sunlight is like beaming down on him anyway, so they have to match the face match to like make it look.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing basically, but either
You're right.
way,
I think you're right. Just could have cut it sooner.
But also-
yeah.
who the fuck cares? Why do we care
who cares?
about this? Why is
Who cares?
everyone's like this?
I got
sucks.
really pissed off the other night because I'm
Yeah.
telling Thatcher a bunch of shit I'm reading online. I'm like, these are just dumb.
People
fucking
are
points
really
that-
stupid. Like
Yeah, and also that they act like they like know what's best for the fucking character. I'm like,
They don't know
guys,
ball. You can say it, man. They don't know ball. You can
No,
say it.
and they don't, but also it's like, what is there to really like? What do you need to have this attached to the character? And it can't be any other way. Like, have you looked at other interpretations of these characters? And like, you can gripe about a whole lot of other shit. And that with the Punisher, where I think is the most flexible out of all of them, you're gonna gripe about, you know? So it's.
stupid.
I'm gonna break. First of all, I think I've already kind of done a great. All three of us done a great job dismantling the same story. I think that complaint is sort of shallow because it's not really engaging with what makes this unique. It could, clearly because they can't really grasp it, you know. But then the complaint, Aiden said a couple. First of all, the fact that people are like, I wish Madani was in it. Fuck Madani, dude. Fuck that nothing burger character. I hate Madani. She sucks. She has no personality. She is the worst part of the Punisher show. I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck Madani. I'm glad she's not here. I never want to see her again. Ever again in my entire. If she would have showed up, I would have fucking been mad. Anyway, the next one,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Billy Russo. Fuck Billy Russo, man. I'm sorry. They totally fucked up Jigsaw so bad in that second season. It's like, at least he's a well-written character in season one. Even if it's incredibly inaccurate, he is a horribly written character. Sucks. He doesn't... Fuck that guy. Also...
I feel like... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm going you because I know what you're about to say, so just say it.
No, yeah, well, I'm saying with Jigsaw, because I know he's like pretty much just a fucking mobster gangster, and I get they were trying to build him up as to something meaningful. And season one had that potential towards the end where you were going to see that change in him, and they just completely destroy the whole thing by the approach that they actually end up taking with him with this, the multi-personality disorder. So, yeah, why the fuck would you need to include that? And then Micro. Micro is the other fucking character that I love, but he served his purpose in the show with his family.
Honestly, Micro's family in his relationship with him is pretty much like the main emotional drive of that first Punisher season. Like, those are the stakes. Because, and they resolve it so satisfyingly. They go their way. Like, you don't understand, Brett. They, Micro's yearning to see his family. They get put in danger several times. It's like they pull it to the last minute. It's like you just want to see this guy get back with his family, and he finally does. They give him a great send off. I'm sorry, he had a perfect ending, man. That's it. They really
season 2 at all.
No, he's not. His story was not at all. His story was over in season 1. I mean, he gets his Peggy dance moment. It's done. They did it. That version of that character had his story resolved.
Yeah, Micro is an integral character of the Punisher mythos, but at the same time, he's also one that's very absent in and out, where it serves the purpose of the story. Now, I feel like that depiction in the Netflix show was unique in its own right, with its tale of it. Of him having a family, and I think that was the best take they ever fucking did for that character. So honestly, I'm like, yeah, what do you do then to push it further?
And it feels like I can't fully speak on this because I haven't seen the show, but it feels to me like a lot of the people that showed up in this were people that Frank has a very specific relationship with, where obviously I think again, I can't speak for his relationship with Micro, but it feels like for someone like the military, the guy who is in the
other Marines.
Curtis. I feel like for him, he was kind of like his almost like his angel on his shoulder. I don't really know. And then Karen,
I think
Karen indulges in his weird, not weird, but he's clearly the man needs some love. He is
right. Well, I was saying earlier that the platonic wife figure, he needs this current present voice of reason to justify.
I don't think it's platonic though. I think the man I think he loves Karen. I think he really does.
Well, no. He means the relationship is platonic, but that he loves her, but the way that that relationship stands, and it forever will be platonic, even if he would want more.
Of course.
Well, and
I don't think they're not gonna fucking be like, oh, she's gonna leave Daredevil to
Frank. He's in prison right now. She needs a booty call from Frank. She's gonna give him a call.
They carry that through from Born Again because that relationship has always been fascinating. Because Karen's in both seasons of Punisher, and then she's in both.
Crazy.
They carry that, thanks Frank for doing that favor, for going and saving Matt. Karen, I helped you. I did something good, but he cares, and it's probably
Karen.
Cares about Karen. Yeah, I would too. But
dude, Deborah Ann Woll is so good in that scene, by the way.
Oh my god, dude!
Sure, her acting is incredible, and then the dialogue for it, I can't exactly put my finger on it, but the way she talks about, she kind of speaks as if she were Frank, where she was it was better back then, better with a goal, better. She says something like that. She starts speaking about from his experience, and the wording of that, the wording of the wording of how she says that reminded me of I read this book, I don't remember what it's called, in high school, that was written by a military vet, and it was about PTSD, and the way that he wrote his thoughts and the way that they manifested was so similar to the language that Karen used. Just the way she said that, I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it was the way she put it, and it was so cool because John Bernthal wrote this, and when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, this guy, I don't know if he's read that book, but he's clearly read a bunch of books by vets and heard their experience, and to the point where he can even write the way some people going through that talk to themselves internally, was fast. Is so cool. It shows that he really has done his research. And he did have vets that he consulted for this, you know what I mean? And
oh, the guy
that was great.
Tattooed up. He's a vet. He's a Marine.
Yep.
He's a Marine Raider. Yeah.
Oh, which guy?
Yeah. Bernthal has had a lot of these guys on his podcasts actually. So yeah, he's had relationships with these guys, which I think that's so.
You
cool.
could have told me he was a vet, and I would believe you because of how how much that's. Is he a vet in the comics? Is that not a thing?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Frank? Oh, 100% Frank is. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I was like, well, maybe that's something they just made.
Vietnam and then Afghan for more modern interpretation.
Afghanistan that's his show. Yeah, that's his.
But Vietnam was like in the books in
right,
the 80s.
Because he was from he was that makes sense.
Yeah,
Vietnam
going by that
for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
There's a great Punisher Max story, once again, Punisher Born, which tells more of it, but they do different take on it where it's more of like the Punisher was mostly born in Vietnam more so than when his family died, which is kind of like, it's not bad. I just don't know really.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, they said because
I feel like the persona of the Punisher, the identity of the Punisher was created in Vietnam.
Oh,
yes,
God.
like that,
and then
it was really, and then it was
They're
really
saying
let
like,
out.
oh, it was born there, and then it was let out when his family died.
Yes, yeah,
which is like,
yes.
That's not really what it is. It's not.
No, there's moments in that I liked, but that was something like the overall. I'm like.
It's clear writers are like very much like, well, what makes the Punisher tick? Thankfully, it seems like Bernthal, he's got it on lock. You know, I
think you're right. I mean, a lot of writers I think have their own ticks and his psychology. Like, I don't think he's necessarily consistent every time with the way that, like, when you get into the nitty gritty, besides just he's a psychopath and he kills all these assholes. You know what I mean? It is a little, It's not
describe it sometimes because when people ask me about it, I'm like, I'm really not sure how to interpret.
Yeah,
Watch,
so I think what that gives is it gives Bernthal the way to. And again, you're right. A lot of writers have gone into it, but it's different sometimes. Bernthal's been able to really bring his own specific, very, very specific iteration of the Punisher's psychology that is very detailed. And it's not vague at all. And it's like it got in. And like you can see, I love how you can see the transition from a normal guy and you can track that into the Punisher. And at least it makes some logical sense. You know what I mean? Like you can empathize with it. You can relate to it on some level, which I do think not all the time you can in other appearances. It's difficult sometimes to like empathize and be like, oh, I can put myself in that guy's shoes and kind of. Yeah. I don't think everyone pulls that off, but I think Bernthal does.
It's really difficult
for an actor to convey that, and especially having the amount of time and ability for telling a story like that. Because you look at the other Punisher films. I mean, they're not even. I know the Thomas Jane film was trying to look into something into that, but they didn't really.
A killer sympathetic, like how do you? And that's sort of I think the.
Like the Punisher.
That's a lot of that's the hard thing.
But that's a great story challenge. How do you tell a story like
and
that?
Clearly, clearly they were struggling with that for a little bit in the show.
Like this for so long. I don't know, man. Like I said, Garth was making the fucking point about Dirty Harry. I said, yeah, I got sick of Dirty Harry by after the fucking third movie because it's the same shit. It's the same with John Wick. You're like, all right, you just want to see him die. But Punisher, I want to see him go for a bit longer because, all right, he's doing some decent things that are just for himself along the fucking way.
And I think they make it work because he's so conflicted. He's so
I love that. He's actually considering that. He's not just like,
Yeah.
So
I think they nailed it. I really do think they
but I think people make the shallow comment of like John Wick comparisons. I'm like, you guys have no fucking idea. Like it's fucking stupid.
I haven't seen John Wick.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. I think where they end him, I want to say one thing. I love how that last scene with him goes, where he, first of all, the fact that they hold that fucking dog guy as the last kill, so satisfying. Also, depending on how you count it, depending on what you count and don't count, it could be considered the 100th kill in the whole special. I've heard like if someone's gone through and counted each one, and again, you might change your mind. You might be like, oh, that doesn't count, that does. But there's a version you can look at it where you killed 100 people and that's the one kill.
That is fucking sick.
Which is awesome, yeah.
Dude,
I think one of them is when that guy tries to jump on him and he turns out of the way and the guy like fucking eats shit. Like you have to count that, I think, to count it. You know what I mean? So again, it kind of depends on how you do it, but whatever. We're still probably in the 90s either way.
Dude, 2 things this year.
But what I like about it is that ending bit is I like how he first gives the guy his hat back. He doesn't kill the guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill the guy. He scares him, takes the hat, and gives it back, right? Like, you're starting, and I think that is our illusion to the future. You're starting to see, like, there's a scale of punishment being formed. It's not death every time. You know what I mean? And then he turns, and the guy goes, that's not me. And then you can see Frank, he's a murderer. Yeah. Now he will die. And I thought that's was so cool.
He didn't need he didn't need specifics. He was just like, all right.
That homeless guy, he had the USMC cap on, so he was like a veteran. So that was interesting too. They threw that in. So
Frank respects.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's gonna kill any less, but the idea that like he's not gonna fucking kill a guy for like stealing a beer from a fucking drugstore.
No.
You know what I mean?
This is the setup for like, in Spider-Man, he's not gonna be slaughtering everyone he sees. Like,
right.
There you go. I mean, obviously he wouldn't do that.
That was something I had to explain to my dad about, because he's like, how do you have this iteration now to step on something like Spider-Man? And I'm like, well, that's part of the fun of it, because it's like, you're gonna like, Spider-Man's obviously not gonna let Frank kill anybody, right in front of him, because he has all the action to it. It's like, that's the power dynamic, and you want to see that confliction.
He really is judge, jury, and executioner now.
Oh God, Brayden! I think you should cut off your wiener and go and hide in the.
What did I do?
You had to reference fucking Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, you're right. He does. I wasn't. No, I legitimately. That's not even where that was coming from.
Oh, you do? I thought you were trying to be like.
No.
I thought you were specifically trying to make a joke like, hey guys.
No, I was literally like, because I was like, he's judging people. And then I was like, oh, damn, you're right.
Judge, jury, executioner.
That's why Aiden went, oh my God.
Put the line in. Put the voice in.
I'd like some judge, jury.
I mean, I think he might kill. I think he's probably going to kill a couple people in Spider-Man.
He
will.
But it'll be Spider-Man kills. So it'll be like see a guy in the background like fall down or something. Like he's obviously
I think you'll get to see blood spray everywhere. Yeah,
he's gonna kill some hand ninjas for sure. I hope so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
he's gonna kill as many people as he can reasonably kill.
Yeah. Aiden, I have a question.
Yes.
You reminded me. What did your dad think of this?
Oh, dude, he loved it. Yeah,
hell yeah.
We were both ecstatic about it. We were talking about it for about like a good hour.
Interesting experience for him specifically, because like he's been in this for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
When did he start reading? When he was young, when he was like a teen or something like that.
Dude, I think he was like around my age, maybe a couple years younger. I forgot what really got Dad on the whole scene with Punisher. Like what really, like, I think because my dad was very angsty teen and like, go like, man, Punisher, he's got it right, for trying to fucking, kill everything.
He's so right.
And my dad has lived, the man's only 55 now, but he's lived a hell of a life, and he lived in a place during like his later 20s that was like, looked like Little Sicily, and it was not good. It was not good. So I think my dad also was like, during that time was something that, my dad loved that escape and, with comics. And I've always said like that stack of finding his comics in the back corner of my basement growing up. And I just like, this was the coolest fucking thing I've seen, but I have a very different way I view it than of my dad. But I think of my dad 110%, especially how Frank works out. That's like how my dad's fucking disgusting like it is with that. So my dad loved it. He was very satisfied with it, and he just wants to see more of more Bernthal's Frank. So yeah. It was the right dose of everything. So,
It's they I think they just gotta look, man, you make a $60 million Punisher real cheap, but enough to make it fun and action, like John Wick style action budget. and I think it would do so well. I think it would easily make over 100. I think.
it would.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it did as well as Thunderbolts, but like made way more money than Thunderbolts
Well,
because the budget would be so much lower.
they already said they want to go lower budgets for projects. So like,
Well, this you easily can, and that's what I mean. As long as
you don't need crazy
think
shit.
You put Marvel on a lower budget movie, that movie's instantly profit.
Especially just being a great like street level tale, but I think God Almighty, man, it's also like here's our pitch for a fucking Punisher movie and what this could be like.
Yeah.
Well,
and then just get the director who did this. Just get him back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Oscar-nominated director. Oscar-nominated director. Yeah.
Absolutely get him on this. I want that team to continue.
Get Bernthal as writer. Like he wrote this, right?
Yeah. Anything solo Punisher related from this point on, I want those two working together.
Yeah.
Like I said, mentioning about the movie. Yes, I mean, if we get another special presentation, I want that. I really do. So, anything. I hope we get more. I hope we hear. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Frank beyond Brand New Day right now. Aside from, I guess, Daredevil season 3. Is that confirmed?
Maybe. No, it's not.
Oh.
Okay, so we don't know that yet. I'm not expecting Frank to be in that, but really, like, I just want more of his. I want his own stories again a little bit. I love him with other characters. I think that's where. I think he thrives a lot of in his own way, but also this is a great example. Now
they've given us Daredevil.
Right. Well, he can stay on his own.
Yeah, they've given us Daredevil, Spider-Man.
They failed so many times before trying to do this, and that's where I'm like, this was perfect. They just showed in 45 minutes how they can make a great solo Punisher story without making a big fucking budget movie or anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, to say I'm immensely happy is an understatement.
Course.
So
I would love a movie. I definitely don't want a show because I feel like you're gonna have to start compromising the character and stretching, and you're gonna. I don't want to dilute. I don't want to dilute the character because they've.
That's gonna be made exclusively for the series. So
yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Is it feels like in order to make it go so long, I had to dilute the character a little bit.
Yes.
And this was not diluted at all. Mm-hmm. Pure Punisher. And again, I'm not just talking about violence. I'm tone and the world and the atmosphere and the writing and all that. So I would just want like a movie or more specials, but I think a movie would be really. Now, again, you're going to have some fucking baby fucking stupid ass guy being like, but how would that fit into the mutant saga?
Yeah.
How would it? It doesn't have to, you little bitch. It doesn't have to. If it's good and it's a good movie and we all like it, a movie just has to be a good movie. Yeah, that's enough to justify it existing. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, I'm so pissed when I hear people say that shit. Is it a good movie? Then it should exist.
It's like.
They've been saying that shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, what, does Daredevil have to tie into fucking Spider-Man one for one? Absolutely not.
Does Daredevil? Everyone's like, oh, I thought there'd be more Doomsday setup in Daredevil. You're stupid. You're dumb.
Crazy.
You're dumb.
Imagine that if fucking the post-credit scene of Daredevil Born Again season 2.
It's because the MCU internet sphere has become so like here's 7,000 Easter eggs and references that set up 500 projects that'll never fucking happen.
Right.
No man. I want a good Spider movie. I want a good Daredevil movie. I want a good Fantastic Four movie, or not Daredevil. Fantastic Four movie. I just want it to be good. Is it a good piece of media? Is it a good story? That's all that matters. We don't need it to set something up. It can exist in the same continuity. Dude, what the fuck?
Man?
Yeah, it actually is. I do have. It's like a 5-part arc of Tarantula working with.
5 parts. Jesus. They're like,
yeah, it's like 5.
They're like, yo, dude.
Very. I think I remember it being kind of fun, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to rail that. I just
no, you're right. Dude. I want Punisher and Ghost Rider together. That'd be fucking.
We don't have Ghost Rider in the MCU. Is crazy. Like come on.
Yeah. Let's get going. That's nuts. Hey man, you want to know how to make a good Ghost Rider project? A special like this would be fucking perfect, man. I mean, I would love a special.
Wasn't there a Silver Surfer project that they were talking about and they haven't fucking done
They were.
Yet?
I don't think it worked out. Yeah, but I would have gooned.
Yeah.
Gooned.
I understand it would have been high budget, and so they were maybe like,
they approach this perfectly because this is exactly what the format of special presentation was for.
Probably gonna get a Jessica Jones special. Wouldn't be surprised.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Heroes for Hire as well would be great.
Yep.
Just make again, if you're not confident about these characters getting movies or a whole season, because again, it takes a lot of money. Even with the MCU shows, I know they're not as high as budget as the movies, but still, it's like a special presentation. That's like one and done. You're like boom, boom.
Easy for drawing out such a story that it just
doesn't need it.
On. Like,
Werewolf by
There
Night.
are so, dude.
That was a problem with the
Falcon and Winter Soldier could have been a special presentation. It totally could have been. Miss Marvel could have been a special presentation. Or should have been a movie, to be honest with you. They should have done a fucking movie. I don't know why she didn't get a movie.
I think She-Hulk should have been special presentation.
She-Hulk could have been a fun.
She-Hulk could have been like there are so many shows that they've done where you're Ironheart definitely could have been a fucking special presentation. What the fuck, man? Echo should have been a special presentation.
Yes. I don't get it, man.
Even like, and again, you can experiment with the special presentations too. They don't have to be 40 minutes or whatever. They can be.
I don't know, but you just make it within, this
special presentation. Yeah, it's just like a small budget, like, boom, get it out there, put it on Disney Plus. There you go.
I don't know why the fuck they didn't crack this kind of formula before. And it's crazy because they haven't used it like in 4 years. Because the last one we got was the holiday special with Guardians. Yeah. If we're not counting Echo, because that would end up being like a 6-part series.
Yeah.
But if for like a one-off, it's I don't fucking Why is Vision Quest gonna be a full fucking series?
What the fuck?
War Machine. I don't think we're getting Armor Wars at all.
No.
It feels like they don't know how to fucking pick projects that need time. Like
they do.
Why? They don't know how to pick them, and then the way they want to execute.
I think since COVID, I think like since COVID, they like got hit like super hard, and they're like, we have no idea what we're doing. Like they're trying. They keep trying.
Black Widow could have been a special presentation.
Yeah. We could like.
Pull that shit out.
So, all right, let's pull that. All right. Why am I doing this? Hold on.
I don't know. I saw you moving forward.
Series 6-inch, yeah. Black Series.
Yeah.
Special presentation.
Presentation.
Well,
like, look,
I want more, dude. I want
more. I think they nailed. First of all,
I want another fucking Werewolf by Night one.
Well, look at the special presentations too. By the way, like. They've all been good, like really.
Yeah,
good.
they all been great.
Like,
they all.
I mean, if I had to rank them right now,
it's hard.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
I think I know. I think you guys would probably put Guardians as the last one. I think that's
Guardians is absolutely the last one.
Yeah.
The debate is do I like Werewolf or do I like Punisher more? And I really don't know right now. I love them both.
Guardians is higher for me because I've seen.
Aiden's easy. Just say Punisher. But you're good, bro.
I know, but it's like at the same time, I love them for their own reasons because. When that dropped, that you and I lost our fucking shit.
Dude, oh my god. Dude, I went to a watch party for that with some friends. That's how fucking hype I am.
Oh my god, it was so fucking good still. I
watch it every Halloween season.
It's Punisher, it's Guardians, then it's Werewolf by Night. That's for me. I've only seen Werewolf by Night once. I've only seen it once. So I can't
Guardians, I have felt no desire to rewatch Guardians. It was cute, really fun. But
I've seen it like 4 times. So
that's crazy.
I watch it most Christmases.
I've watched it a couple times.
It's I think only purely for the Drax calling the guy the funny little man. That's the only reason why it's worth rewatching. Because you got a funny little man. But Punisher is high. I think it deserves to be up there. It's really good.
Yeah. I think it's the most like satisfying, emotionally resonant story of the three for sure.
Werewolf by Night is very experimental.
The visuals of Werewolf are so fucking cool, and I love that era of old Universal horror movies specifically. And I loved that before. I've always loved that. And then this came out. It was like made for me. Like it was so cool to see something like that.
The special presentations really all have been love letters. Punisher's obviously love letter.
Yeah.
Punisher, love letter to monster movies, like old era, like, and then obviously a love letter to like holiday specials and stuff like that. So they're very clearly passion projects. They've all been passion projects, which is cool. Some of the shows are not passion projects. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that that Ironheart was a passion project.
Secret Invasion.
Oh god.
Oh,
that is the only MCU thing.
That shouldn't even be that let alone a show, but a special presentation.
It probably would have
Alright,
been better
yeah.
as a special presentation. Let's be honest.
It probably would have been better if it just never fucking happened.
Exactly.
Be a man, don't sleep enough, drink black coffee, normal, tell people something. That's what it is. Thank you. Oh, is that your fault? Oh! No.
He's not.
No.
I like normalize telling people something. I like that.
Naps are
Yeah,
Bernthal needs to have a nap or something. He
He looked like he needed a nap after this.
every
so.
time fans pose with him, he looks like he wants to die, but he doesn't. He just looks really mean every time.
Dude, I love him.
I love Bernthal.
So
He's great. I've loved
Dude,
him.
that he did a podcast with Deborah Ann Wool, and it's so good.
Is that the
It's
one
so-
where
if
they
you
talk
have-
about
if you-
D&D? Is that the one where they talk about
They talk about D&D, but they talk about a hell of a lot more.
I
That's
know.
really
That's the only thing I've seen from it, and it's a good
They talk about like her struggles as an actor, his struggles. They compare their different tendencies. They both really like kind of want to be the other one, which
That's funny.
it's a really great. Like they get into how Deborah Ann Wool was like bullied when she was little, and dude, it's such a great. And then you can just see how much Bernthal is just like watching and relating,
It was Aiden sending me.
connecting.
I'm gonna watch that Thatch because I've heard about.
You
that
should.
episode.
Wait,
Yeah.
Aiden's
You should.
really
It's
brained about shit
phenomenal.
right now. He's just sending me like garbage. What I was
Sorry,
gonna
guys.
say was Bernthal's always been great. I mean, I've loved even in Walking Dead. It's like the most mid show of all time. He's great in that. He's fantastic in Walking Dead. He is like
He is great.
he is the best part of Walking Dead. Like hands
he
down.
is.
He's only in
He
it for like
usually
2
is.
seasons too. So you
That's
know.
it. He plays such a fucking asshole with
Yeah.
Shane, but he's.
I
so
love that
good in it.
shot where he walks out in the sun and he's like he. He's like,
Yeah.
He's like blind, staring into the sun. Anyways,
He's great in that. I'm really excited for him in the Odyssey. So excited for him and to see what he does, and I'm gonna be like, he's so fast.
You know what's funny too is I realized it very recently. Bernthal, I was always like, oh, Bernthal probably just plays himself and everything. He really, him and Punisher are like nothing alike. Like
He's a sweetheart.
he is a
It's so
sweetheart,
great
and
he knows
Bernthal's
his
like,
fucking
hey man, what's
voice.
going on? What's happening? And then Punisher's like, yeah. Like it's so different. What's going on here? Yeah. Is that right? Is that so? Is that right, Red? Is that right? Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something, Red. Let me tell you something.
Touch my dick, Red.
Touch my dick, Red. Touch it, Red. They touch my cock and balls. I need someone to do it nowadays. It's gonna be you.